Hey guys, how's it going? I'm curious if any of you guys have played this yet. It's a little bit of an older game, but it kind of went under the radar for a while. Oh, battery's getting low. Alright, this may seem like a really weird start screen, but literally, we just walk around as the main character on a giant freaking brain. True story. So I already started up a previous save file just to mess around a little bit, but we're going to be starting from the beginning so we can at least get the intro cutscene going. I'm just going to wait a few more minutes so everyone can get a look at it. Yeah, dude, at least my battery's always dead. The cable never stays inside of it, so unless I leave my console on and let it sit for overnight, it's going to be almost dead all the time. I know, right? This is just such a weird design choice for a start screen. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get going, and if anyone misses anything, I will be uploading the archive version of this probably tomorrow once I go through it and cut out anything that may need to be cut out. But let's go ahead and get started. Is this the first time I'm seeing this for you guys too?
Human mind. 600 miles of synaptic fiber, 5.5 ounces of cranial fluid, 1,500 grams of complex neural matter. A 3-pound.
That's kind of the point, man.
Dream.
It's pretty cool.
But I'll tell you what it really is. It is the ultimate battlefield and the ultimate weapon. The wars of this modern age, the psychic age, are all fought somewhere between these damp, curvaceous undulations.
I don't think he could have said that any more suggestively than he did.
You are all psychic soldiers, paranormal paratroopers, mental marines who are about to ship out on the adventure of their lives. This is our beachhead, and this is your landing craft.
I'm gonna try not to talk too much during cutscenes,
In his own mentality.
so forgive me for the second.
His dreams. You shall fight his demons. You shall live his nightmares. And those of you who fight well, you will find yourselves on the path to becoming international secret agents. In other words, Psychonauts. The rest of you will die.
Oh shit! And of course he's talking to children.
Children, you are not going to die.
Well, if you're not a Psychonaut, then you might as well be dead.
They told me this was a summer camp.
Dogan, don't worry.
Just so you guys know, Dogan is the best thing ever.
I've been coming.
And of course he has a
here,
tinfoil hat,
and
because why
trust
not?
me, nothing ever happens.
Yeah, Dogan, Lily's right. You don't got nothing to worry about. Except for that giant monster in the lake I was telling you about.
Bobby Zilch!
Anyone else think that that guy with the fro there looks like something out of Nightmare Before Christmas?
I don't want the kids to be afraid to go out at night and walk alone on the perfectly safe paths of Whispering Rock Psychic Summer Camp. And we don't want to scare our special guests, superstar Psychonauts Sasha 9 and Mia Vodello.
Whoa! Light monster!
Formation.
It's resisting. Quick, bring it over here.
And that's how we know this guy is the main character of any anime ever, is he has goggles.
It's just a little boy.
Like every season
What's
of
your
Digimon, the main
name,
character has to have
darling?
goggles for some reason.
I'll find out. Kid, get in! Ugh.
My name
Starts with a D.
is Razputin,
Nope, you're wrong.
but everybody calls me Raz.
So cool.
Kill us, lake monster!
Compelling. Armored like a tank.
Sorry I'm late. I don't want to disrupt your briefing, Agent Oleander. Agents 9, Vodello, please, continue.
Where do you
What a little
think you're going?
shithead.
You've broken into a highly classified remote government training facility.
I know. Isn't it great? Listen, why don't I just sit over here quietly with my fellow Psychonauts? Hey, how's it going? I like your hat.
We need to have this young man taken from here immediately.
I'll call his parents.
What? But don't you train Psychonauts here?
Yes, darling, but...
To soar across the astral plane. To wage psychic warfare against the enemy.
Did he just stuck his whole hand in his mouth?
Is what I wrote on the
Anyone else notice that? That the, Bobby over here on the left
Dear Coach Oleander,
just fisted his mouth?
do you remember what you wrote on the inside of that pamphlet? You were born,
No worries, Erica. We're just getting started.
but the people around you treat it like a curse. Your mother is afraid of you, and your father
Feel free to talk as much as
looks
you'd like.
at you with shame in his eyes. Come to Whispering Rock Psychic Summer Camp, and you can show them all. Back home, your powers make you a loner, an outcast, a circus freak. But in this dojo, in this psychic dojo, they make you a hero.
Get that soldier a bunk.
I wonder what's up with his green eye. Oleander here, one of his eyes is green.
Now, darling, you can stay here for a few days until your parents come for you, but we can't let you participate in any paranormal training without your parents' consent. I'm sorry.
Wowie.
God, these guys
You're
have
so
no
lucky.
legs.
You get to go home.
It's literally just his hips and then his feet.
Back there, I was just like you were, Dogen. Punished by my own family for having powers I never asked for.
Ruh-roh. Romantic
Here.
interest?
I have a chance to be something.
I'm gonna try not to spoil anything for the story for anyone who hasn't seen this yet,
Come for me, Dogen.
but I'll discuss as much as I can without spoilers.
The boy. What they're going to find, what they don't expect, is Raz, the Psychonaut.
And then you'll make their heads explode?
No. Do you do that?
No. Well, once kinda. But now I wear this special hat.
Yeah, Dogen makes people explode.
But he has mental defenses like I've never seen in someone.
Yeah, they are a little bit freaky in
If I
their
could just
design.
get him in my lab for some experiments. I'm sure he could withstand more than the others.
That kid's 1 in a million, 9. But I'm not gonna let you turn him into one of your guinea pigs.
This is made by the same studio who does
Plans for that.
Grim Fandango, if anyone's played that too. Hey, Cranberry, how's it going? Alright, so that's the prologue portion of it. This game is basically a 3D platformer back when they were super popular in the early 2000s, and it's one of the only ones that I've played that actually has a main story to it, rather than just, as much as I love stuff like Banjo-Kazooie and Donkey Kong 64 and stuff like that, it really doesn't have much of a plot to it, it's just take care of stuff. Alright. But there's a lot of interesting stuff in this game. Once we get into the first world, we can start discussing it more. But we'll see how it works then. How's Dragon Quest so far? I've actually never played any of the Dragon Quest games. My roommate has the 11, but I need to check it out. From what I understand, it's kind of like Final Fantasy in the sense that each one isn't necessarily continuous. It's its own
Big day
self-contained
tomorrow.
plot.
I want to see each and every one of you runts in my classroom at 0600 hours on the dot. I'm the early bird, and you're the worms. Got it? Now, lights out!
Hey, Bats, how's it going? Oh, God, get away from me.
Okay, quick eye exam before we start.
I love this guy's voice.
Huh? Look over that way, if you will.
Wow, what's that?
Oh, that's a Psi challenge marker. The staff scatters
Gotta
these
get
all
the
over
controls
camp to
oriented
test
with the
students.
C-stick.
Every one of these you find advances you a whole rank.
Uh-huh.
Now look up for me, if you will. Some of the old markers have fallen apart. You'll find bits of them.
No, Erica, no.
If you find enough of these Psi cards, you can put them together to make a brand new challenge marker. But you have to buy a Psi core at the camp store to hold them together.
Right, Cranberry? I actually heard about this game a long time ago from a friend of mine. Maybe a couple years after it came out.
And then when
And I never played it until maybe 5 or 6 years ago.
That before my dad shows up to take me
I
home.
cannot believe why it took me so long to get into it.
Hey, where'd he go?
If you've seen some of my videos, you know the kind of weird stuff I'm into, so this is right up the alley for the channel. Alrighties.
Hey, Raz! Hurry up! You don't want to be late for basic braining!
Woohoo! Basic braining is the best class ever! Woohoo!
Basic braining. Alrighties. So before we get into the first level up here for basic braining, we're just going to go around and grab some collectibles real quick. So like the old man mentioned, basically we have 100 ranks of levels in this. Every 10 levels we get a new ability or an upgrade to an existing ability. Now the way we do this is, for I think it's every 9 of these cards we find, we can then merge them together to get a rank. There's also other ways to level up as well.
You're dating Elka now. Does that mean we won't hang out as much?
Shoot, I reckon things ain't gonna change one bit. Doggone it, partner. No woman's never gonna...
Hey,
Sure.
you're gonna make my boyfriend late for class. Come on, James. Come on.
Well, okay then. Rip, James. Yeah, JT, he's totally not whipped at all right here. But, so yeah, we get the 9 cards, merge them to get a rank, but you can also get full rank ups as well, but they're much rarer. Gotcha. Yeah, so if you've seen a bit of it, Erica, then you know basically what my interest is in this game. And we'll get to talk about it a little bit more once we start getting into the worlds themselves. So if you notice those little glowy spots, let's not talk to him just yet. Those little glowy spots in the ground, these are basically arrowheads. These are our currency for the game. And we'll get a little bit into the lore of what they are exactly later. Let's see. I'm trying not to initiate any of these conversations just yet with the NPCs. Just so we can grab all the stuff and then do all the talking. Do. That song is gonna be stuck in my head now. Alright. A few. So I think, let's check the collectibles real quick. Where is it? So yeah, there's 12 of the cards in this area and 1 challenge marker. I think we can get 9 of them, if I remember correctly now, until we get more abilities. So this game plays like a Metroidvania, so as we unlock new abilities, we can backtrack and get stuff. Right? Like, honestly, for a 2002 game, this still plays pretty well. The camera's a little janky, but that's really about it. And you guys will see later on, some of the platforming in the level design is actually pretty interesting. Unlike most platformers where it's obvious where the sections are, they really hide them in the level design, so it's hard to tell what exactly you can get on and what exactly you can't. Oh, God. Yeah, there's a fridge in there. That'll come into play later. Once we get out of this in the tutorial area, they'll talk about what that's for. Come on, pick it up. Grab it. Okay, well... Wow! Okay, I failed there. Let's try that again. FBC flashbacks? How so? Oh, what is it, Samwise? Sorry, one of my dogs is whining by the door right now. Come on, pick it up. There we go. What do you mean, Cranberry? Having to watch it. There we go. So we just got one rank up. Oh, God. Alright, let's go do some of these conversations real quick.
Oh, that has got to be the worst band name I have ever heard in the history of
So
all time.
these two are Quentin, and I forget her name.
Did you possibly mean the best? Because that's what I was thinking.
No, I meant worst, as in I can't even believe we're friends, it's so bad.
Look deeply into your heart.
No, you don't have to watch the fridge. It's a ability you get later
even
on.
you believe the Levitators is pretty much the dopest name a band could ever have.
What do you think about the Levitators?
Are we some sort of cover band that only plays graduation ceremonies for motivational seminars?
I've been practicing, and I think I could levitate us both during our gigs. For real now.
No way! Last year you dropped me and I broke my drums.
I'll go back in there, Erica, and take a look.
Fixed. I'll never get back those records you melted with that unplanned pyrotechnics display of yours.
Look, you know when I have a good solo going, sometimes things get hot. I can't help it. And it seemed like part of the show if we named the band the right thing.
Oh, not this again.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Please?
Would you please welcome...
No!
The Fire Starters!
Oh, man.
What do you guys think? Which is better, the Levitators or the Fire Starters?
That we might as well call it Burning Itch.
What?
The Whispering Rockers.
Oh,
That's a
what?
bad one, too.
That's my band name idea. Why aren't you guys in Coach Oleander's class?
Are you kidding? A kid got killed in that class last year.
I heard it was a bunch of kids, Phoebe.
Well, I heard it was a bunch of blind kids, and the coach threw them off a cliff.
Yeah, I think Fire Starters is cooler,
Because
too.
they were late for class.
You'd better hurry, kid.
What kind of a class are we getting into if they're killing children?
Hey, how's everybody tonight? You feeling itchy? I said you feeling itchy?
Alright, I'll show you what's in the fridge real quick. Just so you can get an idea. We can open it up. Oh, God, get inside. We actually get to see them perform later on. Whoa, okay. Alright, so basically it looks like...
It's like it's completely frozen in a big block of ice.
The best kind bat. So yeah, there's a sandwich stuck inside of a block of ice. And the trick right now is we need to learn how to melt it first before we can come back here. Alrighties. Because honestly, what is better than a band that can literally do its own pyrotechnics because the drummer is a psychic? That'd be a show I'd pay to see. And this guy, freaking Nils.
You know that cabin is empty, right?
Duh. I'm practicing for tonight, when it's gonna be full of ladies.
That kind of thing takes practice?
Apparently.
Excuse me, but my parents let me watch R-rated movies, so I think I know a little bit more about this than you do, okay?
Hey, watch out! Someone's coming!
Tell them to find their own hole.
This guy is such a peeping Tom. He needs to practice to spy on the ladies.
I am definitely going to need audio.
Hold on, my cable for my controller ran out again. So all they need to do... See, look, you can see his eye sticking out there. What the hell? Yeah, she probably could melt the ice if we asked her to, but right now they're just having the little lovers dispute over there. So watch this. This guy is kind of a perv, but we can mess with him a little bit.
Ugh. Oh. Wait it, Bobby. I know that's you.
I don't know how his entire head gets stuck in there, but
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
Quit it, Bobby.
Fire
I
starters.
know that's you. Levitators.
Alright, I think there's one more kid over here we can talk to before we get to go up.
You, new boy. Seen bear lurking in woods?
Nope.
Positive. Giant, hairless bear?
Nope.
In Russia, bears much smaller. Also more hair.
More hair.
Less lurking. Always eager to wrestle. This one, hide and run.
I'll let you know if I see anything.
Cannot lurk forever, bear.
Oh, Mikhail is the best. For some reason, he has a vendetta against a bear in the area. And you'll see why when we find that bear. Alright, give me a second. I got one more of you. That's
Calling
11.
any sentient being in the galaxy Polarisma Australis.
Who's on the radio? Hold on, I gotta open the door and let the dog out.
Come in, Polarisma Australis. Can anybody hear me? I would like to speak to whatever cosmic entity has been sending these voices to my head since I
Which
was
guy,
a
Beth?
kid.
Yeah, Nils is kind of weird, Erica.
And visit
his subplot's kind of funny. Alright, so that's the last one. We have one more card in this area, but we can't get it until later. So let's just talk to Dogen and head up.
I'm telling you for the last time, no.
What?
I would never do that. I could never kill everyone. Oh, hi, Raz.
Squirrel trouble?
They're liars is all. Whatever they tell you, it's a lie.
I'll take your word for it. You going to class?
Yeah, I'll meet you up there. As soon as I get these guys to shut up.
This guy's kind of a psycho, and I love him. I don't know why Dogen becomes the best friend of this guy. Okay, I'm just gonna walk away now before I explode. Yeah, what a weirdo. Just walk away, Raz. Oh shit! He literally blew the squirrels up.
Hey, what happened to the squirrels?
They lied. They lied, and then they left.
Sure, the squirrels are liars, and yeah, let's go with that.
Levitators.
The whole point is that he can't control his psychic power, and he causes things to blow up, so he wears a tinfoil hat to help block the excess. It doesn't help, though. Yeah, seriously, he is completely psycho. Alrighty, let's get to basic braining.
Hey, where you going, Maloof?
Shh! I snuck out. That class is a death trap for crazy people. Listen, the coach is strong. At the start of class, he pulls you into his mind, and then there's nothing you can do about it. But once you're in, you can use these smelling salts to sneak out. Take mine. I don't need them anymore. I'm calling my parents to come get me before I get hurt.
Too late!
Bobby! Ah!
Hey!
I'm not sure. One second.
5 arrowheads for this week's protection service.
Cough it up, my loser, or you'll be coughing up bloody tears.
Hey, leave him alone.
I heard a rumor you were raised in the circus. Well, let me put this in terms you'll understand. I'm the strong man around here.
Really? Because you look more like the cotton candy.
Benny, put this kid's death on my
Burn!
to-do list.
Come on, we'll see him in class.
Yeah, we'll settle this on the battlefield.
It's rated T. Alright, journals basically just gives us our map and collectible menus. So the smelling salts are used if we're in a level, we can just get out of it immediately and exit. And of course, now the dog wants back in, even though I just let him out. Seriously, Bobby's design is just so freaking creepy.
They seem to all be in a trance while they astrally project themselves into the coach's psyche, which is awesome.
Whoa, camera, what are you doing? These guys all look so freaking high.
They seem to all be in a trance while they astrally project themselves into the coach's psyche, which is awesome.
Alright.
Hey, Chloe, what are you doing?
The coach uses this to broadcast his thoughts across the camp. I think I can tune it to reach my people in space.
So yeah, Chloe thinks she is from outer space and is constantly trying to get the aliens to come down and rescue her. And the cool thing, this radio, it doesn't broadcast voice, it broadcasts thoughts, like she mentioned. And...
Why don't you take a picture? It'll last longer.
Sorry.
she called him out right there. Yeah, dude, Benny's ears are just ridiculous. It looks like Dumbo. Alright, you guys ready to get to the first level? Let's do the tutorial.
Coach Oleander, I'm reporting for basic braining.
Son, do you realize that to take my course, I will have to pull you into my mind, and you will have to relive every bullet-scarred memory of every battle I have ever faced. It won't be pretty. Are you sure you wouldn't rather run around a bit more in the sunshine first?
Just imagine if these part of this camp they were forced to watch Threshold Kids. Now that would mess these kids up.
I'm ready, sir.
Well then. You're late, soldier. Now get in here and give me 20.
Alright, so we're literally going into Coach Oleander's psyche. Right, Ilias? This is just such a weird, quirky game. I love it.
So, this is it. The mental world.
It looks like a dentist office.
A mental dentist office.
It's a recruiting office, kids, and I'm here to recruit you for the greatest job in the world. Being a Psychonaut. It's about fighting a war for mental freedom. Are you ready to face torture, insanity, and death?
Hey, Sandman, yeah.
Last chance to chicken out.
Oh, me, sir. I'd like to chicken out, please.
I'd like to chicken out. Yeah, no, the backstories and all these characters are really messed up.
Only one way out of here. Fighting. I want one of you chickens to sock me square in the jaw.
That's part of the fun
Once you
of how the
do,
levels are designed, is figuring out who they are.
war is on.
Alright.
You're not gonna get another.
So basically, again, like I said, every world is going to be the mind of a different character, and much like if you watch my Alan Wake video on his Nightmare, the worlds are created from their unconscious and everything that's ever happened to them. So we basically get to pick apart and figure out who these people are, their history, and their personal issues just by going through the level, which is really cool.
Charge!
He just blew up!
What kind of obstacle course is this? That kid just got killed.
A mental obstacle course, you bleeding heart. He's not dead. His astral projection just got kicked out of my mind. And I'll kick your astral projection out of here.
He's totally just saying, I'm gonna kick your ass out of here.
Now!
Alright, so this is...
Less waiting, more motivating!
Shut up, Oleander. So this is Oleander's mind. So if you can see just by looking around, like the plant life is a bunch of bullets on a chain. You got some mines in the background. You got a K-bar. So he's obviously a military veteran in one form or another, and much of his mind is centered around still being a war. Oh, crap.
You're like molasses going uphill in January with crutches.
Shut up, dude.
Relax. That's just a figment of my imagination. You can run right through figments. They help you rank up, and when you rank up, you earn new psychic powers. So whenever you see a figment, suck it up, soldier. Come on, get that figment.
Alright, so figments are the average collectibles within the worlds. They're kind of like notes or in Banjo-Kazooie and some other stuff from other games.
Be a figgy piggy. Who's Coach's little piggy? Oink, oink, oink.
And yeah, Ilias, I think Elton got out easy by blowing up right out the front door.
Staring at. We all have emotional baggage, kid. Why don't you make yourself useful? Sort some of it out while you're in here. Keep your eyes peeled for a tag that matches. Could be anywhere.
Our memories are always a little blurry when you try to think back on stuff.
Alice, Uber Alice. There it is. Now, you will pick up that tag and you will put it on that bag you just found. Unless you'd rather just drop and give me 20 right now.
It's also an issue with the resolution. I mean, look at this texture right here. It just looks like someone smudged right across it, and then right next to it is the polygon for the fence. Again, this is an old game, so I try to give it a pass for the most part. Alright, emotional baggage.
Plenty of time.
Oh, the sad bag is now happy. It just reminds me of parts of Inception, if you guys have ever watched it, about trying to alter what's going on in someone's mind while you're in here. So, another interesting thing to pay attention to in these levels is the figments, which is also parts of their psyche. So, for example, here he has a tank, you got some barricades,
You hit that ladder hard,
paratrooper that's climbing up the ladder right here. It just helps give you more not contextualization, what's the word I'm looking for? Insight into how their mind works. So he sees the monsters right there. A lot of the stuff is just war themed. Some dog tags right here. And as you get more figments, your ranking levels up. You have to get 100, and boom, you're leveled up. Yeah, I would have to agree. Max Payne actually looked pretty good. I just finished playing it for the first time, as most of you know, and again, this is very dated. And I think this at the time was very much of an independent company, so they didn't have a lot under their belt at the time.
Watch out!
I could be wrong on that though. Whoa! Let's not hit the fire. Just keep going. Hey, you. Oh, maybe it's 2005. I'm sorry.
This is stupid.
Looks like a test. There's probably a secret, more advanced route.
What's that supposed to mean? You think you're more advanced than me, new kid?
Sorry, what?
I'm not stupid. You're stupid.
Shut up, Longneck. This guy looks like a freaking giraffe.
That thing flying at you is stupid.
What's flying at me? Whoa.
Bobby Zeltz's foot, that's what! You stupid new kid! Yeah!
What a prick!
Oh. Thanks for saving me.
Well, actually, I was saving this plant.
Never seen one so meaty before.
I have. It's been appearing in this creepy nightmare I keep having.
You're having nightmares? Oh, I've been reading about how to fix those. Will you let me see one?
No.
Meat plant. Hey, Bat, you always have to save some chicken nuggets for later. Never reason. Okay. Oh, we got some skulls right here. We got a little nuke. Knife. But yeah, seriously, look at this. Again, this is all part of the coach's psyche. He has meat plants growing out of the ground.
Come on, one nightmare.
Nope.
Come on, one nightmare.
Nope.
Alright. So what do you guys think the meat plants are about? Let's throw on our psychoanalysis hats on. And that one is a meat cleaver.
Waiting more motivating!
Alright, so this is going to be a pain. I'll probably do that off camera. There's an optional path that's a little bit easier to do than going this way. But there's figments floating around in here, which it takes forever, so I'm not going to do that on camera. I'll do that after the fact. Oh, shoot, I didn't read that. 1 second, let me go back up.
Move, move, move!
High cholesterol? Yeah, right. So yeah, this is the classified route. So his own mind is pointing out that this pathway through his psyche is classified. What that means in here, because it's really just a tunnel, so I don't really know what's classified in this spot. Oh god. I lied, this spot's hard too. It's mostly because the depth perception is really kind of weird.
Less waiting, more motivating!
It's kind of hard to see where you're at. I think it's because there's the shadow that is normally underneath in platformers, you can't really see for the most part. Which makes it kind of hard to gauge distance. God damn it. The bodies left in the ground are acting like plants, the meat growing from them.
Move, move,
I can see that. Come on, we got this. All right, we're through. That is the most difficult part of this level, in my opinion.
Dang, my bowels move more than you do, Pokey!
Screw you! Alright, so we are now on the opposite side. Where are we? Of where that spot was before. So that's the path. We kind of just skipped that section of it and bypassed it entirely.
Less waiting, more motivating! Is your name Joey?
No.
'Cause I'm gonna call you Slowy Joey.
That's not my name.
What was that, Slowy? I can't hear ya. You're talking too slow.
He is seriously like every drill instructor ever. All he does is just talk shit. But it's with a purpose at the end of the day.
Dang, my bowels move more than you do, Pokey.
Stop taking so much fiber then. Jeez. Alright. I think there is another emotional baggage back here. So what do you guys think his emotional baggage is? Considering we haven't seen too much about him, but just give a rough idea.
Move, move, move!
Okay. Whoa, gosh, that was freaking high. Come on. Okay, let's try to grab that real quick. Grab it. Grab it. There we go.
You'll have plenty of time to stand around when you're dead.
That doesn't make any sense, Coach. I think there's one more figment. Yeah, right there. Come on, grab it. There we go. Perfect. Well, that's absolutely always going to be emotional baggage for anyone who's seen war. Yeah.
Now that kind of wall, you can climb it up, down, sideways, whatever way you want. Just get on it. Quick, like a monkey.
Like a monkey. So yes, there is another collectible where we can see insight into their backstories. It's not the emotional baggage, but we never really see what their emotional baggage is, but we can piece it together.
Slow down, new kid. If you pass me or Bobby, you'll make us look bad.
Screw you,
And
elephant
Bobby
boy.
pounds you deaf.
He's
Bobby,
gonna...
can you hear me? Where are you? Don't leave me alone out here, Bobby. I'm frightened. I'm frightened.
Hey, my bowels move more than
Oh, and he exploded. Yeah, that's something that's kind of sad when anyone who's seen Hard Times is the innocence when they were young before everything happened is no longer there. Alright, we're going to come back to Dogen. It's just easier to get the figments here without him.
Hey, my
But I guess at the end of the day, that's part of growing up, is we gotta... We unfortunately lose a little bit of that innocence.
Hey, Dogen, what's wrong?
I keep blowing up.
Follow me. I'll help you through the mines.
Okay.
Alright, let's go, Dogen. Just follow me and don't walk into the mines.
Mentalis uberalis.
Come on. Don't walk on the mine!
Can't do it. I can't.
Yes, you can, Dogen. Just follow me.
Okay.
Slip through. Can I just pick him up and throw him? That'd make this very easy. I mean, he's shaped like a bowling ball, so I think it'd work.
I can't do it. I can't
You'll
do
have
Yes,
plenty
you
of
can,
time to
Dogen.
stand around
Just
when you're
follow me.
dead.
So is that who he grew up into, Cranberry? He turned into the Elephant Man? This is totally his backstory. He went to a psychic camp.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
You're literally through the minefield. Let's
Just
go.
Follow me.
Okay.
Come on. Come on. Dude, seriously, come on.
Follow me. I'll help you through the mines.
Okay.
Come on.
My bowels move more than you do,
Dude.
Pokey.
Look, Raz. I didn't explode at all.
Good hustle out there.
Hey. This is for helping me out. Okay, bye.
Don't go blow anything up right now, dude. Whoop. Ah, shoot. And there we go. Save point. So now we got some grenades in the figments.
This is going uphill in January with crutches. The plane's going down, soldier.
Come on, give me a figment, figment.
Geronimo!
Oh boy.
No one told me to pack a chute.
Did Washington have a chute when he crossed the Delaware? Just jump!
That doesn't make sense.
Well,
Is there like a climax to this story?
didn't I mention?
He's done that before with me.
Thought I hit that.
Now this is Vernon.
Okay, let me start over.
Let's see how long we can sit here.
We went to the end of our street, and then we turned left, and then we turned right, and then we turned a soft right,
Fascinating.
and then we turned a deep left,
Mm-hmm.
and then we took a side road.
Oh.
And then we stopped and asked for directions. And then Lady had to go to the bathroom. And then Lady saw a gopher. And
The
then
gopher?
Lady had to stop and scratch. And then I bent down to tie my shoe. And then we walked 3 miles. And then we walked 2 miles.
So how long do we want to wait to hear the end of a
4
story?
miles. And then we walked half.
I've seen, I think the first season of Twin Peaks, Cranberry.
And then
I need to
we
get back
had a
to it.
snack. And then we got lost for a while. And then
Have you guys had enough of this guy yet?
bees. And then I fell down a manhole.
Well, I have.
And then I gave Lady a bone.
Yeah, his whole thing is he just never gets to the point. That's literally his vocal patterns, and he goes on random tangents. Freaking Vernon. Right, Bat? Like, I've never been so enthralled in a story in my life.
It's Raz!
Raz!
Yay! Raz is here!
Yeah! Maybe you'll be able to beat this darn game. We can't do it.
Yeah, we're no good.
Use
And the
cheat
coach won't
codes.
open the gate until someone wins.
Yay, Raz! Just punch that to start.
Alright, this is Clem and Crystal. They're actually pretty interesting characters once we get some of their side stories. But they're really freaking annoying.
Shut up, shut up, shut up!
We'll never give up on you, Raz!
Yeah! Shut up, shut up, shut up! Until you win!
We'll never give up on you, Raz!
Oh my god, stop it.
You score enough points on this course, kid, and I'll give you a reward.
Yeah, wasn't there a huge break between the second and third season? Like 10 years or something? Get it. Sorry, I'm really bad about talking while I'm doing this kind of stuff.
Hey, good job,
There we go.
soldier. Now here's your reward.
25-year break? Yes, my reward is to murder the two annoying kids. Oh god, so we can actually do this again and get better rewards. So I'm just gonna do that real quick. We just have to do better, and I think it's like get up to 25 or 30. I don't remember. I think you can do this 3 separate times and get increasingly better rewards. Oh shit, I hit a baby. There we go. Yeah, I think it's like a health upgrade or something if you do the 3rd time, but let's just go on for now. I'll do that off screen. $1992 was the second season. Wow, it's older than I thought it was.
They got something to hide. They store away their shame, their dirty little secrets, in these tiny vaults in their minds. But the enemy is not allowed any secrets in wartime, are they, soldier? So go ahead and bust open this vault. I got nothing to hide.
Okay. So yeah, these are where you'll get some of the backstory of the characters. We'll talk about those in a second, as soon as I get it. There we go. Oleander's Pride. Leading a charge here. Dodging bombs and mines. He's literally riding a torpedo that's being shot out of a tank. Patching up a kid who got injured. Yep. Complete war hero.
You enjoy that. One of my favorites.
Now, this one is a little weird compared to the other ones. Hold on. Let me just grab that real quick. This is our health right here, these little blue orbs. It's called mental health. Unintended. So the point of those mental vaults, you'll find 2 of them in every world, and each of them or something they want to keep concealed from everybody else. It's kind of similar to, if anyone's familiar with the concept of the Johari window. A Johari window is basically, it's a kind of like a Punnett square. It's broken up into 4 sections. It's something that we know about ourselves, that other people also know about ourselves. This would be stuff that we share with everybody. But there's also another one which is something that we know about ourselves, but no one else does. We intentionally keep it secret. And that's basically what these mental vaults are supposed to be. Stuff that we keep secret. Either that or stuff we don't want to think about ourselves. Oh god, I hate this spot because ow, gosh. Maybe I'll get these later. Oh god. Keep running, keep running, keep running. There we go, we got it. Alright, so let's go back and grab a few more of these. So this little fox figment, that's interesting. We got some kind of dead trees here. And if you didn't notice when I was running over, actually they're still here, we can look at them. Another part of his psyche, we randomly have these little bunnies moving around with little beanies on. Give me health. Oh, nope, we don't get health, we just send them flying. Sorry, Mr. Bunny. And yes, pretty much every aspect of the level design ends up becoming relevant with who these people are. Except maybe this. A little warrior snowman. That's pretty cool, though. Oh, give me that health. Thank you. Oh, did we open up that, hold on, I think we missed something. No, we did open it up. I guess I skipped the animation or something. I thought we missed that, mental baggage, or the, emotional baggage.
Yep.
Yeah! Classic Zed!
What a friggin' asshole! Okay, you guys ready for some gravitational anomalies? Yeah, because that makes sense. Okay, I thought I saw a figment back there. Is it weird that I've never played any of the Fallout games? Oh, so there's a rifle, there's a little piggy in a hat. Come back, grab it. Some more monsters in our minds. Got it, another monster, and I think we're good to go for this section. Gravity's meaningless. I think gravity's overrated, to be honest.
You can grab poles like that and swing on them. It's all about upper body strength, you know?
I think it's kind of interesting here. I was just looking at where his face keeps showing up. It's on a dog tag. He only speaks to you through a projector that's going on, illuminating a dog tag. There we go. Looks like a soldier right there, too. Yeah, I kind of roughly know the idea of Fallout's universe, but the actual plot of the games, not really. Oh, shoot. Oh god, I'm on fire. Okay, let's try to not mess up this time. Nope, stop. Go the other direction. Hi-yah!
Hold it right there, boy. That's a mental cobweb. You can collect them with a specialized piece of equipment once you get checked out on it. Till then, just steer clear of them.
Alright, mental cobwebs. These basically represent parts of our psyche that we really don't use anymore. Whether that be like a memory we no longer pay attention to, or what have you. Hold on, I gotta drop down real quick and grab that. Those are used mostly to access new areas within the psychic world. Or just, and whenever you do collect them, you basically get, I think they can be converted into cards, which we can use again to rank ourselves up.
With crutches.
Whoa. This is really hard to do. It's the depth perception sucks. Alright, and that is done. And we just leveled up to rank 5. Nice.
As you can see, the trapeze is very difficult. Most cadets can't handle it. You might just want to stay away from it. You still get
Oh god, they all just fell to their death.
at the end of camp.
I love how he's just looking at that going, oh my god, what just happened? Okay, oh, get that, come back, you jerk. Alright, so meat cleaver, you... whatever, that's like a boot with grass growing out of it. Come on, I'm waiting for that to come back down. Yeah, like, it can partially be memories that you know, you basically forgot that you knew, or information, like, let's say, for example, anybody who's gone out of school by now, 95% of the stuff we learned in school, most likely, don't remember the majority of what we learned. I said that really badly. 95% of the stuff we learned while going through school, we probably don't even remember anymore. We did learn it at one point, which means that it's somewhere in our psyche, but we can't access it just because it hasn't been used in forever. So here's, for example, where the mental cobwebs come into play. So this is an old part of his psyche that's not used, and he has a vault inside of some of his not necessarily emotional baggage, but something that he's either repressed or doesn't want anyone to know about. And we can find it later once we get the cobweb duster. Hiya! So we got that purse right there. I think I remember where. Whoa! Don't fall off. Raz, come on, dude, stop that.
Less waiting, more motivating.
Honestly, my opinion of school nowadays is when I was going through it, it didn't really mean much to me, but now that I'm older and I'm more interested in random stuff, I wish I would have paid attention more, personally. But that's neither here nor there at this point. Most of the weird stuff that you guys have seen me talk about in my Remedy, Alan Wake, and Control videos, honestly, self-taught. I just use the internet and find stuff. But a lot of it they probably spoke about in school, I just don't remember because at the time I didn't care, which I think is kind of sad. 18 months, that's a pretty quick way to make a game then. Okay, so we got you.
You'll have plenty of time to stand around when you're dead.
That doesn't make any sense. Whoa! Okay. I thought I was about to kill myself. Yeah, internet is a really useful tool. As much as we kind of take it for granted too, because I had a weird situation,
It's game day.
I think earlier on in the year. My nephew just turned 10 last November, and he was doing the 4th grade, the California missions. That's something we do here in California, is we learn about the missions, that I think there's 20 of them that go up and down the California coastline. And he had to do a mission on one of them, which, for most part, you just go onto the internet and search it up. But I was talking to him.
See a silver dollar out there in that rail. Why'd you walk
Screw that
up
kid.
there,
But when I was younger, we didn't have internet to look up stuff at the time. So we literally had to either go to the library and pick up a book, or B, we had to physically go to the mission, which is what I did. I drove 7 miles, stayed in a hotel, and went to that mission in 4th grade to do the research on it. It's just the generational thing. I think it's interesting how, yeah, no internet during school. That's a weird thing by today's standards. Yeah, there's no way we're gonna get all these in one go, but whatever.
End of the line, sucker!
Hey, Bobby, guess what? Screw you! Or Goofy singing Wake Me Up Inside, some Kingdom Hearts music. The internet is a double-edged sword. It is immensely useful for information and has the stupidest things on it, too. Alright.
The old rolling tunnel of crazy logs bit. An old one, but a hard one. What you gotta do is...
At the end of the day,
who we kidding?
if we find something interesting, we're going to do whatever we can to learn it. The trick is to get us interested in something. Because with the internet and access to information, we'll learn something if we want to. Oh god, don't fall. Sorry, this is one, even though it doesn't seem difficult, the controls are a little janky sometimes, and you'll fall off the edge accidentally. And this is another room where trying to collect all the figments is a pain in the ass, because you can only get one attempt when you go through, and then from there you're physically going to have to basically jump to your death, respawn, and try it again as many times. I think it took me like 10 or 12 tries to get them all. Your literature professor taught, or teacher taught you about fan fiction? So why is there a toadstool on this metal? That's what it looks like. And then we have a skull on the metal. And some other stuff. Purple heart metal, yeah. Alright, here we are. We made it to the finish line.
Hello? Guess I'm early.
So nobody's here to congratulate us. Huh, there's a little door over here, though. Some more cobwebs. Looks very different than the rest of his mind.
Hold it right there, son. Now, just what in the Sam Hill do you think you're doing in there?
I was just looking for a way out.
Oh, sorry about that. Didn't think you'd get to the end so fast. Dang, I didn't think you'd get to the end at all. You surprised me out there, kid. Here, you've earned this. Your first Psychonaut merit badge.
Yeah, merit badge. We have cleared basic braining. Right? Yeah, the story would have been better if it ended this way, so let's write our own fan fiction.
But I'm always glad to see a soldier come back from the field alive. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta go back in. I left some good men back there.
Yep, he's probably got... remembering all the people he lost right there.
Way to make us look bad in there.
Screw you, elephant.
Trouble now. Bobby Zilch ain't happy.
You better watch yourself, Gogglelicious.
What's that, hair boy? You want a piece of me?
Hey, Brainiacs, settle down.
Why? You worried I'm gonna...
Brainiacs means a whole new thing in this setting.
No, because Sasha 9 is standing right behind you.
Your performance, young cadet, was outstanding. I'd like you to report to my lab for some advanced training.
Ooh, Raz the Spaz is gonna be in a special class. Benny, remind me to give him a special beating later, okay?
These tests
It's
are
like, yeah,
unauthorized,
whatever, dude.
though, so I can't actually ask you to come. But if you happen to drop in, well, what could I do? Let me just give you this. Remember, your talent will always set you apart, Razputin. Sometimes isolation is a good thing. It can lead to important discoveries.
And he just floats away.
Wait! I don't even know what your lab is! Is this some kind of test?
Sometimes isolation is a good thing. It can lead to important discoveries.
And now I'm hearing things.
Yeah, because hearing voices in her head is the most crazy thing that's happened to you today. Alright. Alright, so we got a little
This
button.
is the button that Sasha gave me. It's a clue to the location of his secret lab. You know where this button is from, Coach?
Hey, you stole a button from the geodesic psycho-isolation chamber!
No, I didn't. Bobby Zilch gave it to me.
Should have known. That kid spends more time in the cooler than in
Really,
school.
Sandman? Shakespeare's cousin wrote a Romeo fanfiction?
Well, go put it back.
That's kind of funny.
Yes, sir. Hey, Coach.
Honestly,
The G.
Don't you know how to use your map?
no, I don't know how to use my map.
Yes, sorry.
I'm gonna close my eyes, right? And then I'm gonna start to count to 100, okay? And then you guys hide. Everybody got it?
It's hide and seek, Vernon, not hide and calculus. We've all got it.
I got it. You start counting, and then I go hide in that bush.
Great. 1.
Milka, you're a genius. Come on, Duggan.
Because that's totally how you play hide and seek. You just turn invisible.
Hold on. This reminds me of a story. It's about counting. Hello? Man, you guys are good.
I do not want to hear his story about counting, to be perfectly honest. How do I put
This
this
is the
away?
button that's
Hold on.
Sasha.
How do I put this away?
It's a clue. This is the button that Sasha gave me. It's a clue.
Circle. There we go.
His secret lab.
Yeah, in terms of turning canonically character for the fanfiction of it, I don't know. I haven't looked much into it. Honestly, it's probably been around as long as people have been writing stories.
Hey, Vernon, what's up?
I'm hunting the most dangerous prey of all. Man.
I think you would just bounce into them if they're invisible. Alright, so what was I doing again? Let me just talk to this guy again.
You know, a nutcracker might be faster.
Tonight, when this baby is full of fine ladies, I'm going to see everything.
How are you gonna fill that nut with ladies?
No, dude. The girl's cabin. I've got a man on the inside.
I get it. You're using clairvoyance. You grabbed one of the squirrel's nuts, and now you're using clairvoyance on it to form a mental link and see what the squirrel sees.
Could you say acorns instead of nuts if you repeat that to anybody else?
Teach me how to do that.
Hey, I paid a little bit of attention in class, but not that much. What you need is an expert in clairvoyance, where I am merely an expert in the ladies.
Oh, yeah. So this guy literally trained... He literally trained a squirrel to and is using clairvoyance to look through the squirrel's eyes so he can peep on the girls. This guy is such a freaking creeper. I honestly don't know too much about Norse mythology, Cranberry. That's something I've been trying to force myself to get better at. Alright, so let's go ahead and head out into the main campgrounds.
No passing.
But I need to get to Sasha 9's secret lab.
Maybe you should have thought of that before.
I did think of that before. That's why I'm here now.
Exactly. Now you gotta pay the toll. 1 arrowhead. Pay up.
I found this thing.
The guy's neck looks like a tree.
Yep, that's an arrowhead.
How'd they get here?
Frankie, the new kid can't be this dumb, right? The camp's built on an Indian burial ground, and...
Oh my gosh! Indians buried their dead here?
Ew! I hope not.
No, stupid. They buried their arrowheads here.
They're hidden underground, but they let out a little gas once in a while.
I don't know why metal
Oleander.
leaves off gas.
So if you see any of that stuff, just pull them.
Hey
right
Max, yeah, you just
Like
finished this game?
truffles.
out. Anyway, let me have
How'd you like it?
yours.
So we got our own little mafia here, extorting us for our currency. But yeah, Max, I've played this before. Most people in chat haven't, so we're kind of trying to keep it as spoiler-free as possible. But yeah, it's a great game.
Oh, there you. Come here, you. Can't do the scavenger hunt without a list. Report back to me when you have enough items for your first promotion. Now get!
Right? No, the last level is ridiculous. Alright, so we have a scavenger hunt in this game, and if you recognize this silhouette right here, this is a turkey sandwich, the same one we found in the refrigerator at the beginning of the game. So once we learn how to melt the ice, we can then get ourselves a turkey sandwich.
So where do I... Hey, where'd he go? How does that old guy get around so fast?
I don't know, how does the old guy get around so fast? Wink. Yeah, math for mythology doesn't really make much sense. You have to really look at it from the symbolic and the allegorical sense about how different gods tend to mix and have children. Let me talk to this guy first and I'll talk
I'll
about
let
it.
you know if I see anything.
Cannot lurk forever, bear.
I don't think the bear's under the bench,
We'll
Mikhail.
find you.
Just saying. But for example, in the story of Deucalion and Pyrrha, this basically the Greek version of Noah's Ark. Deucalion would be the one who, after the flood, was saved. His wife Pyrrha is a name that relatively refers to fire, and their child. You take the enduring aspect of Deucalion and mix it, crossbreed it with Pyrrha, which is the flame, and you get the concept which literally translates to the ever-burning flame. So the enduring flame. Alright. So mythology is generally written on multiple levels, not just, hey, this is the story, that's cool, but what does it mean, and you have to break it down a little bit. Because most mythology is written to be allegorical. Well, that's what we're doing right here, Max, is if you're new to my channel, what we do is we look at symbolic, thematic, and other random aspects of games. And I really wanted to do this one just because this game is perfect for psychoanalysis and other stuff like that.
Hey, it's the king of the obstacle course!
Hey, Raz! You're awesome! You must be a Psychonaut by now!
Yeah, or even a double Psychonaut!
Oh no, not yet. But soon. Wow, those two are so nice.
Whoa, what are you guys doing? So, yeah, in case you weren't sure, they literally just pulled out vials and jars of poison. Yep. That's not weird at all. Yeah, Zeus had a habit of turning into animals too to have intercourse, except most of the time they were with humans, which is a little weird.
What you doing there?
We're making friendship bracelets. You know, for our friends.
Hey, is that my name on that one?
Not unless your name is Frankie or Kitty.
Oh, I guess I saw an R and an A.
What's your name again, kid? Spaz?
My name's Raz.
Well, Spaz, why don't you go bother someone else?
Can I ask you guys a question?
No.
Where'd you get your clothes? Because my sister, she's kind of fat and she has so much trouble finding good stuff.
What?
Dude!
Do you know where Sasha's secret
He is so harsh.
Why don't you go talk to someone who likes you and leave us alone?
Oh my god, dude, he is savage as hell. In terms of the psychology of intercourse with the horse, kind of thing. I think an easy one an easy myth we can talk about is what's the guy's name? I'm trying to think. I think it was Theseus' father, I think Minos? I don't remember. Basically, the mother of the Minotaur from the island, the Maze of Crete, she full-on made herself a cow outfit, went inside of it, and let the bull breed her, and that's how the Minotaur was born. And I read it. I'm reading Hero with a Thousand Faces by Joe Campbell right now, and they talk about the symbolic representation of that. Let me go confirm, and I'll tell you guys about it later. Because off the top of my head, I don't remember. Okay, so we talked to her. There's one right here. Let's go talk to Lily real quick.
Hey, Lily. Do you know where Sasha 9's secret lab is?
Secret? It's printed on your map. Duh.
Well,
I knew
shit.
that. I was just curious if you knew where Sasha 9's lab was. Because I do.
Uh-huh.
Maybe it was a Charon was the name of the king. I don't remember. Sorry. It's gonna bother me until I remember. Alright, so basically we have a new area to explore and grab some new cards. I don't think we have enough money yet to really do other things. But we'll check the store in a second. So we got a little bit of break in the store before we get to the next mental world. But actually, there's some story down here we can get to. It's not main plot, but it's backstory about the entire region. Let's go check that out real quick.
Goodbye, cruel camp. I'm tired of being picked on by Bobby and all the mean kids at camp. If I just had one friend here who was nice, then I would stay. But you're all mean and no one stands up for me, so I'm going home. I'll be in the parking lot waiting for my dad, so if you want to pick on me one last time, you'd better hurry. Maloof.
That's the kid who gave us the smelling salts. He's just, I'm done with it all. I'm out of here.
Just an update for everyone. Nils and I are still broken up, and no matter how much he begs, I am not taking him back. Also, you should know that my new boyfriend doesn't like being called JT anymore. His real name is James. Sincerely, Elka.
So, JT is the cowboy-looking guy. Nils is the pervert who keeps trying to peep on the ladies, and Elka is the prissy, bossy girl that James is now dating. So Nils the pervert and Elka the bossy one used to date.
If anyone talks to the squirrels, they shouldn't listen because the squirrels are a bunch of stupid liars. Dogen.
That's right, squirrels are liars.
Great deals in the main lodge store. Drop by for great prices on Dream Fluffs, Psycores, and more.
Okay. So, I don't know if we can get all of these right now. Pick it up! Come on, there we go. Pick it up. Oh, shoot. Honestly, and even though it sounds like I know all the characters in this game, I really don't. Frankly, right before stream started, I kind of went back through the wiki and learned all their names real fast. Because I don't remember them half the time. And here, I don't think we can get this one yet. Ugh. Like, I remember a few characters like Dogen, obviously I know him pretty well. Vernon, the guy who tells very long stories, I know that guy. And I know Clem and Crystal, the two that are super obnoxious, but just started pouring poison in front of us. But other than that, I don't remember a lot of them. Mikhail, that's an easy one too, but... Alright, so I think that's about it. I don't remember. There's probably a lot more. Hold on. I think we can get on the roof of the cabin here. Yeah, just by looking at them is the easiest way to remember them. Everyone's pretty distinctive in this game. The character designers, even though they're really wonky designs, did a good job of making everyone distinct. Okay, what else do we got up here? Oh, the camera's so friggin' janky. Alright, let's go inside the cabin. Yeah, exactly, Bat. Alright, Quentin and... Gosh, okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna look it up because I never remember her name. Phoebe. Phoebe and Quentin, that's right. And look, on her drum set, the fire starters. Damn straight.
Drum solo! Woo! You heard the man.
Yeah, yeah!
Hey, where are you stopping?
Oh, I thought you stopped.
No, 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 no. Let's go.
Do 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 do. Oh, she just turned invisible again.
Yow!
Sorry,
Sorry.
my bad.
Not to worry, my bro. Let's just pick it up from the part where I do that thing.
So this girl right here, again, I forget her name too. She's drawing something right there, but the second you get close enough to her, she always turns invisible. And she's drawing a picture of Elton, the guy with the little sailor's cap. He's the guy who, at the beginning of Oleander's mind, blew up the second they left
Ask you a question.
What?
the entrance.
Have you ever had a weird nightmare about a bathtub?
Is this a joke setup?
Never mind. Forget I said anything.
Good, because if you tell one more drummer joke, I'll plant this stick in your eye.
So he was asking if she'd had any nightmares or dreams about a bathtub for some reason. Really random.
Ask not for who the cowbell rocks.
More cowbell.
For thee.
Alright, so we got a little TV room right here. That guy is getting punched in the nuts. That is the thing. Aliens, Chloe would be right at home here. And we got a cowboy. Well, okay then. I wish I had... I don't know how there can be a television show where all that is happening is somebody getting punched in the nuts.
You're reading my mind.
Hey, you're not, are you? You're not supposed to.
So that's the Reed poster here is looking at someone's brain. This is totally a weird place.
Excuse me.
I told you them burgers ain't ready.
No, you didn't.
The coals ain't hot. They're not gonna be done for a while. Maybe a week.
A week?
They're back ordered. I'm the only one back here. These things take time.
I don't even want a hamburger.
It's gonna take a week to make burgers?
Didn't you say so? So, what do you want? Oh, that's my last cobweb duster.
All right.
Now with that, oh, that's my last doesn't look like you.
So we need 800 arrowheads to get that one.
And there's no excuse for
That's
that.
pointless.
Plenty ways to get promoted around here.
So this is what we're looking for right now, is the dowsing rod. This will let us get arrowheads quicker.
So, building them out of side cards and cores.
That's it for now.
So that'll be our first order of business once we get enough
Come
money.
on back.
All right. How long are you guys gonna be around for? I wasn't sure how long to have the stream go. So they behave differently enough for you to notice who they were, but you kept forgetting which name applied to which person. I can see that, yeah. Alright, well, let's head over into the campgrounds area. Or, that's reception area. Because I'm good for pretty much the whole afternoon. I'm going to try to keep it maybe, like, under 4 hours for sure, because that's the longest you can have the YouTube archive, the videos. But I do need to try to get some work done on the next Alan Wake video. Again, unfortunately, it got pushed back until next Sunday. One, because it was a lot bigger. Tomorrow is Father's Day, so most of my day is gonna be shot due to that. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to get to it. And there's gonna be a lot of prep work for the video assets for this one. Okay. Oh god. Remember Mikhail and his obsession with a bear? There's the bear. Oh god, no. And it is a psychic bear, and he hates us. No, don't do that. Stay away, bear. Okay, I'm just gonna go this direction and try to not get murdered by the wildlife. Alright, if that's the case, I will try to go to about 3 o'clock Pacific time, so about an hour and a half or so. Yeah, I get that, Ilias. I'm honestly pretty bad with names myself as well. Like, I know someone, like, even though I know them, I've been around them for a while, I don't use their names very frequently. Maybe because I'm weird, but I, for some reason, get the feeling that even though I know their name, I'm gonna say the wrong name, and it'll be embarrassing, you know what I mean? So I don't even try half the time. Oh god, get away from me! Get away from me! Stay away. Keep your psychic bear mitts off me. Whoa! Oh, shoot. That was one of the objects for the scavenger hunt. It's honestly pretty difficult to get just because the platforming is a little wonky. No, we haven't met Sasha yet.
Eager to learn, I wonder.
That's where we're going right now.
Eager to play.
Sir, I am here to learn, sir.
You're here to train hard?
Yes, sir.
Develop a skill?
Yes, sir.
To become part of a noble team?
Yes.
Yes. To become
Yes.
a janitor.
A janitor!
What? I'm here to be a psychonaut.
At the end of the day, as long as you know you're talking to someone and they know you're referring to them, the names really don't matter too much. There's an old, again, a little random tidbit. There's actually an old Sanskrit song. It's basically a lullaby that the mother is singing to her child, who, after being named, receiving his name, she started crying uncontrollably. And the point of the song is, don't worry about the name we call you. That is just a random piece of sound we use to apply to you, but that's not who you are. Who you are is separate from your name. So don't cry about it. It's really pretty. I can link it in Discord if you guys want to listen to it later. Yeah, Ati definitely has seen better days. He's kind of let himself go a little bit. Hey, maybe this guy and Ati are buds. They went to the same janitorial school. Frankly, it wouldn't surprise me. Oh god, I don't think I can get up there. Honestly, I don't remember what the child was named. Whoa. Just grab as much as we can. And luckily, the collectible gathering in this game, once you get them in the area, you're good. There's nothing new, really, that's going to pop up. Shoot. So this will be the longest part of traversing these areas. Come on. Gosh. I don't know if I can get up here. Okay, there we go. No! Shoot. Again, the camera's really freaking weird. It makes it hard to get around sometimes. Like, I absolutely adore this game in so many ways, but I do have to admit it's sometimes a little weird on the controls in the camera. Okay, fingers crossed. I don't think I'm gonna make this. Nope. Okay, we'll come back later when we get a new ability. It makes platforming a million times easier. What do we got? 58. We have enough arrowheads to pick up that item. Oh, looks like we found our first. We got a cherry wood pipe for the scavenger hunt. Now, the purpose of those is every 10, I think, you get a rank up. Either a rank up or like a +5 to your rank. I don't remember. That's very true. The camera is the primary antagonist of older games. Let's just call it a villain because it is malicious. I don't remember. 36 cards, so we have 4 full rank ups the second we go to purchase them. Alright, so let's leave this area. We'll be back here later once we get some new abilities, but let's just head on. Oh, that is good. Hope you guys can't hear me drinking right there. I got my tea here, and it is lovely. I'm weird. I'm a huge tea drinker. My coworkers joke that I have an apothecary in my car because I literally have a box with like a dozen different types of teas.
Excuse me, Mr. Ranger, but I'm looking for Sasha 9's lab.
Well, now, even if I knew where it was, and if it were down here, and even if you were very, very close to it right now, you shouldn't be poking around here. This forest is off limits. Now get!
Well, shit. Okay then, buddy. Alright, so we do have another challenge marker in there, but we cannot get to it yet. Oh, cutscene. Yep, always stay hydrated. Good for the kidneys.
Hey, was that you? Looking at me?
Maybe you should try getting over yourself? There were a lot of other people on that stage besides you.
No, just now. In the woods.
Sundari a little bit.
No. It must have been something else. You don't smell like pond scum.
Nice. You should write greeting cards.
There was some sort of shadowy being out there. Lurking.
Yes, Raz, that's exactly how you pick up a chick.
Only one creature who fits that description. It likes to hide in dark places, silently watching unsuspecting children from a distance.
Really? Who?
You, tree sitter!
Oh my gosh. Alright, so let's head up a little bit. Oh, hey there, Chloe. This is the alien girl.
That looks like fun.
It's work. I'm testing a low-orbit spaceplane design.
With paper airplanes that you're making fly around with your psychic powers. Honestly, how cool would that be if you got to test paper airplanes literally with telekinesis and not just gravity? Which, boom, here we are. I cannot see inside this building. Can I get out of here? Okay, there we go. What is it?
Excuse me, Mr. Ranger, but I'm looking for Sasha 9's lab.
Well, now, even if I knew where it was, and if it were down here, and even if you were very, very close to it right now, you shouldn't be poking around here. This forest is off limits. Now get!
Yeah, get! So right now what I'm working on tea-wise is I believe it's lavender and jasmine. It's pretty nice.
Hey,
What's up, guys?
new kid, ain't you?
Well, I'm doing some advanced training right now, as a matter of fact, so I don't think new kids
Yeah, testing
really
aerodynamics with that'd be pretty
too
cool.
used to saying.
Hold on there. You're not doing Sasha 9's advanced training that he does in his secret underground lab, are you? Hidden deep within the iron walls of the GPC, where no one can hear you screaming?
Why,
Oh god.
yes, I am.
Sakes alive.
Well, nice knowing you.
Really, Dragon Quest XI, you can do it 2D and 3D? Interesting. Maybe I'm old-fashioned, but I actually enjoy 2D games quite a bit.
Hey, you guys sound great.
Much obliged, partner.
That's really catchy.
Thanks a lot, man.
So yeah, we got Chops here with the fro and the banjo, and James over here with the harmonica. We just need to get them to play with Quentin and Phoebe and get the whole band for the fire starters going.
I saw Nils peeking into a hole in the girls' cabin.
I'm hiding.
And I thought, oh, Nils, when will you peek into the hole in my heart? Because you'd just see yourself staring back.
Uh-huh. What?
I mean, he'd see my new boyfriend James staring back, and he'd be furious at Nils.
Who's Nils?
Exactly! And anyway, there wouldn't even be a hole because James fills my heart till sometimes I think it's gonna explode.
One time, I made someone's head explode.
Well, okay, maybe there's still a little hole.
Actually, it happened 4 times.
But James and I have each other now, and Nils is just gonna have
There's
to deal
two
with it.
completely different conversations going
We
on.
wear this special hat, so I don't have any more accidents.
Are you even listening to me, Dogen?
I hope so.
I hope so. I'm sorry. I love the dialogue in this game. It's just so random. Oh, hello there, squirrel. So, yep, Elka still likes Nils, even though he's a creeper. Put Oblivion music over this? That would make it pretty epic. I'll figure out how to add some music on top of things down the line. Again, this is my first attempt at streaming. I'm still trying to work out how everything works. Has everything been going pretty well on your guys' end? I know we tested out the settings a little bit, but I hope it's still running smooth through the whole thing. Oh, there is something up there. Yeah, it's not gonna work. We'll come back here later. Let's go ahead and get inside and check out some more of the story. Yeah, it's just really quirky dialogue. It's great. Oh god. Stop this camera. Oh god, there's another bear. Come on, grab it. Here we go. Goodbye. Stay away from me. And now run away! Run away. Okay, this is another thing for the scavenger hunt, but we cannot get it just yet. Only one hiccup? Alright, good. Yeah, my roommate sometimes streams as well on his Twitch channel. I kind of told him not to do that for the duration of this because I don't know if we can handle 2 streams going on at the same time. Alright, so that golden acorn is another scavenger hunt item, but we cannot get that just yet because this squirrel is a jerk and does not want us to take his stash. Gotcha, Ilias. Okay. I'll take a look at the playback once I get the archive footage. I'll try to... I'm going to go through it and see if there's any clips or anything like that, or skips and freezes, and I'll edit it out before uploading it to the channel. Someone's crying. I don't like that.
Hey! Is anybody out there? Let me out! Help! Somebody! There's no bathroom in here! Thanks. I thought I was gonna have to eat my own arm.
Oh, God.
What is this thing?
It's a GPC, a geodesic psycho-isolation chamber.
Oh man, cool!
Cool? Do you have any idea what this does?
Something cool?
No. It's a 6-sensory deprivation tank, a hermetically sealed metaphysical hotbox. It's solitary confinement for psychics.
Nasty. And the coach locked you inside it?
Nah, the staff...
That's kind of torture.
...in the GPC since the 50s. Bobby threw me in here.
Bully and dwarf accomplice should assault own size or larger only. While in cooler, perhaps notice gigantic bear with skin where hair should be?
I didn't see anything in there. That's the whole point.
Just so. Empty now. Good luck, small ones.
Hey, wait!
So if you guys remember to the... I'm actually going to backtrack real quick. There is a piece of lore that I forgot to grab, even though we were standing right next to it, and I even commented on it when we got there. But that right there is Maloof, and if you remember on the bulletin board, he put the notice up stating that he would be leaving camp because everyone bullies him and he doesn't want to stick around. If only one person was nice to him, he may consider it. And right there, he starts following Mikhail around after he basically starts talking smack on Bobby for bullying the kid. So we have the potential for a new friendship right there.
Yep.
I think it's supposed to be one of those, like Russian hats, the traditional hats you see all the time. Sorry, see all the time. Except it's really tall, like Marge Simpson's haircut. So hopefully Mikhail can help Maloof stick around and stuff. But this is right here. This is the lore that I wanted to show because it's basically the backstory of the entire region. Forgot to look at it though.
Man, this thing was old when they chopped it down. Let's see.
Oh really, he does, Ilias? I'd take your word for it. You hear it more often than anyone here.
500 years ago, enormous Titanium-bearing meteorite strikes the Earth, leaving a giant crater. 200 years ago, native inhabitants begin making arrowheads out of the Titanium, which they call by the name Whispering Rock. This is a rough English translation.
Oh, in terms of the hat? Gotcha.
100 years ago, prospectors and settlers take over the area, naming their boomtown Shaky Claim. 99 years ago, first case of paranormal hysteria diagnosed in Shaky Claim. 75 years ago, Houston Thorny builds his Home for the Demented to deal with the insanity epidemic. 60 years ago, more residents in asylum than in the town. Houston Thorny commits suicide by leaping from tower. 55 years ago, asylum closes. Last Valley residents paid to leave by the federal government, who fled the crater to prevent further habitation. Late 5 years ago, Whispering Rock Psychic Summer Camp founded to nurture and train future Psychonauts. Last summer, I got to first base with Elka Doom, signed Nils Lutefisk.
I got to first base with Elka, yeah. Yeah, no, I noticed the parallels there too, Bat, because we come across, I think it's when we're going to Lover's Peak in Alan Wake, where you see the tree that was felled and they basically gave a history of the Bright Falls region. very similar. And it's not in the game itself, but in the Alan Wake Illuminated companion book, they basically state that that tree was supposed to have been knocked over by lightning, and it was done during the time that the Anderson brothers were fighting the Dark Presence. And so one of Thor's lightning bolts struck that tree. But yeah, it's just an interesting little bit of kind of messed up history to this place, is that it's implied that the entire psychic aspect of this setting is because of a meteorite made of a mineral called Psytanium that basically enhances psychic abilities. And the original inhabitants of the town ended up going insane because of it, and they had to open up the mental facility to house them, and even the head doctor committed suicide due to his mental issues as a result. And of course, these people ended up building a summer camp for kids here, right on top of the Psytanium, because it helps to enhance their abilities and make them learn to control them.
Hey, Dogen, I got a secret for you. Nils.
Hey, not fair! Whispering is so rude. What did he tell you, Dogen? I'm hiding. And I thought... Oh, Nils. When will you peek into the hole in my...
I don't even know what that was about, I'll be honest.
Just see yourself staring back.
Oh, there's one more down here before we head up top. And there was a little bit of dialogue there I accidentally skipped over. I hit triangle too soon. But they built a lake called Lake Umblingata to surround the nut house that was built here as a result of the insanity.
Looks like one of the buttons is missing.
Where is that button? Here we go. I know, I have a huge OCD for collectibles too, Max. But I know that I'm going to have to revisit these again, and I want to get moving forward in the story for everybody. Once we get the...
Agent 9?
Not the next ability, but the one afterwards, I'm going to come back. Alright, so we made it to Sasha's secret lab. Let's try to grab all the collectibles on the way down. Oh, there is something right over there. Hold on. Grab the edge. There we go. We got a fossil. Okay. Yeah, we kind of got sidetracked on that discussion about intercourse and mythology. I don't know how we got on that subject, but...
So what are we gonna learn? Bending spoons? Burning stuff?
Yes, let's go burn shit.
I've been hearing a lot about head explosion, and I was wondering...
Science, Razputin. That is what we practice down here, not parlor tricks. If you are serious about exploring the possibilities of your mind, step up to the brain tumbler and we'll begin.
Brain tumbler?
That doesn't look safe. So if you haven't noticed, Sasha here is kind of playing the role of a mad scientist within the story, and he's been basically told off for experimenting on the children of the camp. You remember the line of dialogue he had right at the beginning of the game, that he thinks that Raz here can basically not survive, but withstand further experimentation than the other kids could. Which makes me wonder what happened to the others.
Is this gonna hurt?
Step up to the brain tumbler when you're ready.
I believe it's spelled the German way, Max, with N-E-I-N, if I remember correctly.
Will I get in trouble with Mia? She told me not to take any paranormal training while I'm here.
Step up to the brain tumbler when you're ready.
Okay, I think he doesn't really care what we have to say. Yeah, honestly, I'll wait until after this scene.
Thing do?
Ah, you're ready for the brain tumbler. With this device, we will send you deep into your own psyche, where you should find unparalleled insight and power.
Excellent. Tumble away.
Now just relax. This will not hurt. Unless something really very bad happens.
That's comforting.
Wow. Is this what the inside of my mind looks like?
Not yet. You're still traveling to the astral plane. This is a tiny corner of what we call the collective unconscious, a place in which all of our unconscious minds are connected. You have just begun your training, Razputin, so many of the connections with other minds are still not developed for you, and those doorways remain just out of reach. But the more you explore the mental world, the more connections you will form. Right now, the only unconscious world you can enter is that one, your own. Step through it, and we'll continue.
So yes, I talk about the collective unconscious a lot, considering how much Remedy loves Jungian psychology. But basically, this area, within this setting, the collective unconscious is kind of a nexus point for us to enter any of the worlds that we've been to before. Now, let's just look at this one, for example. You notice that there's 4 little pictures around the sides. This is your collectible markers. So if you collect all the vaults, that'll light up. If you get all the tags, that'll light up. Cobweb duster and figments in the corner. This is just your way so that you can 100% the game. But again, like you said, collective unconscious, everything is connected here into one place where every mind are effectively unified. But we can only enter our own psyche from this place.
Razputin, can you hear me?
That's interesting,
Sasha?
Max.
Where am I?
You are inside your own mind, but I'm not sure where. Tell me, what can you see?
I see a rundown gypsy caravan.
Do you recognize it?
Yes. It's where I was born.
I see. Compelling.
So what you're saying, Max, is he's Austrian, not necessarily German. That's interesting. Unfortunately, I wish I knew more about the fine-tuning of different languages and their pronunciations, but thanks for posting that, though. Alright, so we have Raz's mind right here, at least a portion of it, which is just a shadowy... Everything outside of the caravan that he grew up in is completely shadowed over, kind of like how the dark place is. But we do have one vault we can find. Come back here! Gotcha. Razputin's getaway. So he grew up in a circus, if you haven't noticed, from the caravan. Probably a traveling circus. So he was handed the pamphlet for the Whispering Rock Summer Camp, which is where he is now. And he got really interested and starts reading it a lot. And excited by it, as you can tell. His father found the pamphlet and tore it up. Not wanting to really engage anything with the psychic world. In the middle of the night, he ran away from home. And actually, back up real quick. You see on the left-hand side, they have a little thing called the World's Smallest Pony. He rides the World's Smallest Pony right out of town. And he ran away from home and ended up in Whispering Rock. So that's how we ended up here. He was dropped off by a trucker, if you can see on the right. So what do you guys think about the interpretation of just having a caravan here and shadows everywhere else?
Sasha, I'm going inside the caravan.
What do you see inside?
I'm not sure. It's getting fuzzy. Uh-oh.
What?
No, I'll figure it out.
Razputin, tell me what is happening.
Well, I'm kind of stuck in a little white space.
How little?
Really little.
Do you feel trapped?
No.
Confined?
No.
Smothered like you're buried alive?
No! Ah! Get me out of here!
Can you find your way out?
I can't see anything. Aha!
Yeah, it's really low resolution.
What do you see now?
Oh god!
A small, bunny-like animal thing.
An unfamiliar animal entity in a dream often represents a primal fear or memory. Follow it, and it should lead you somewhere important.
Check. Okay, Mr. Bun. You and I are gonna be tight. Wherever you go, I go. Like 2 peas in a... Hey! Come back here!
So yeah, he woke up, he went into the caravan and ended up inside of an egg and had to fight his way out to be born. Literally like a newborn child, or newborn chicken, chick, bird, whatever we want to go with. So yeah, so some of his figments on here, again, eggs, other kinds of baby chickens. And then you have these weird little skull-like animals that kind of look like that bunny creature we just saw. Shoot. God, the battery's always friggin' dying. Some vines around everywhere. Oh gosh! Ah! Screw you, bro. Grab that. And there's some kind of... looks like thorns and tumbleweed looking stuff. And look, a giant freaking slab of meat. Hanging from the ceiling, again, is some freaking meat just chilling there. Even one of these figments is a piece of meat. Again, bunny imagery with skull faces. We got our second emotional baggage tag. That does not look good. I don't know if I want to go that far.
Sasha?
What is it? Another bunny?
No. This is more of a super scary flaming-eyed demon kind of deal.
Oh.
What?
Okay, I'm pulling you out of there. Just give me a second.
Sasha?
Hold on, I'm still getting some unusual interference. It's fascinating, as if someone else...
Agent 9?
Sorry, almost ready.
Sasha!
Just threw a frickin' diver's helmet at him. I wonder if Thomas Zane's involved in this.
That should not have happened. We need to try that again.
Oh, I don't think I need to be in the tumbler with the glowy eye guys anymore.
Suit yourself. You know, in many tribal societies, learning to defeat the monsters you see in your dreams is considered a rite of passage. I can train you to fight. Come see me when you're ready.
That's actually... have any of you had those kind of dreams where you feel like you're being chased by something? Either you can see them or you can't see them, but just the feeling that you have to be on the run to avoid some kind of monster? I feel like it's a very common dream to have. I got some stories about that I've heard from people.
Okay, I'm ready to learn how to really fight.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
What?
Nothing. It's just that I didn't think you'd really take me up on that offer. It usually scares the kids off.
Something I love about Sasha's design right here is how angular
I'm
his
sorry,
features
but I
and his
can't
glasses
train
are.
you.
It's
Agent
basically a
Modelo,
perfect
deal.
square, perfect
The big
rectangle.
deal. What she doesn't know won't hurt her.
Very 90
You have a
degrees.
marksmanship learner's permit.
rigid
I could
features.
lose my job.
I'll get one.
Even if you used that secret passage over there and snuck into his sanctuary, Agent Cruller would never give you a marksmanship learner's permit.
Agent Cruller.
Never in a million.
I'm off. Be right back after I talk with Agent Cruller.
So, Bat, you hide from those ones, clock tower status, rather than run like some other stalker ones. One of the most interesting versions... Actually, I have two stories about that. The first one was a woman... you know me by now, I'm a little of a weird dude. I went to a dream conference, where all it was lecturers talking about different aspects of dream interpretation and stuff like that. And we're just going to kind of chill here in the exam room while we talk about this. But this woman was being stalked through her dreams life by some kind of dark figure, and for years she kept running away from it and running away from it. And it got to the point where she just turned around, looked at the stalker in her dream, and says, "Who are you?" Just flat out asking, "Who are you?" And it was really interesting. The response she got from her dream stalker was, "I don't know, lady, it's your dream." True story. It's just really a weird experience. But the second one, which was more relevant to what Sasha here was talking about, was someone I know personally. Since they were a kid, they were having dreams of being chased by an entire, effectively a tribe of Native Americans, all screaming and throwing stuff, and he spent most of his childhood running away from it. Until at one point he stopped, and again, in the similar fashion as a lady, turned around and started chasing the army down instead. And as he began chasing it, they turned around and started running away from him. And little by little, the numbers in the tribe whittled away until there was only one individual left he was chasing. And by the time he caught up with it, it was only a baby. In the psyche part of it, it's representing a problem you have that you're constantly running away from. You can either turn and face it, or however you want to handle it, but usually your waking life will reflect how you deal with those kinds of dreams. Interesting, Cranberry. And for me personally, my version of that when I was young was being in the back of a car, speeding down the street, and a lion about 4 stories tall was chasing after us. That was my version of it.
Hey!
Welcome to the Whispering Rocket Underground Rapid Transit System. Would you like to go back to your private sanctuary now, Agent Cruller? Or somewhere else?
That is a very suggestive computer voice. So this effectively works like our fast travel system. So we can go to the GPC, which is basically right outside where we enter this area. We can go to a sanctuary for Agent Cruller. We can go to the campfire, parking lot, main lodge, kids' cabin, what have you. But for right now, we need to get a learner's permit so that Sasha will allow us to learn basically combat. So we're going to go to the sanctuary.
Let's go to my sanctuary.
Yes, noble Psychomaster.
Noble Psychomaster. He totally programmed this computer to talk flirty to him. Sure. I'd be interested in hearing that, Cranberry.
You finally made it.
It's an honor to find
This guy.
Listen, sir. I thought I recognized you in my dream, but I couldn't be sure. Now that I see you in your element,
He's
there's
not
no
just a
doubt.
janitor.
You're Ford Cruller, the greatest leader the Psychonauts ever had.
Well, you shouldn't believe everything you read in True Psychic Tales magazine. In recognition of your hard work, dedication, and mental agility, I'm proud to bestow upon you the official merit badge for Pyrokinesis.
Pyrokinesis, you say? Does that mean we can melt things now?
need to burn... Hey, what are we doing here?
Inside your mind? Well, I thought you'd like to be in a familiar place for your first pyrokinesis lesson.
Lesson?
Shh, now think of something you'd like to burn. Ah, yes, I heard you were raised in the circus. But why would you want to burn all these happy memories here?
If they were happy memories, I wouldn't have run away. My dad, he hates psychics, and he knew I was becoming one. So all day long, he would force me to practice my acrobatics, hoping to distract me, or maybe hoping to kill me. I never was sure.
Now, why
That's kind of messed up.
when you could be burning stuff?
Alright, so this is our first new ability we get. So, pyrokinesis, we can literally light enemies and random objects on
just look
fire.
at something, and then use your new power to Great! Now, burn the rest.
I don't know if we want to fight the former right now, Bat. That sounds kind of dangerous.
Come on now, just look at something, and then use your new power to set it on. Ooh, it's getting hot in here. Razputin, lock your mental focus on this last one, and hold it while you use your pyrokinesis power.
Hey, you.
Focus.
Boom!
Excellent work.
Fire is pretty.
It is.
Okay, that's the end of the lesson. You're free to go, but you have to promise me. Only use your power, pyrokinesis, only when it's very, very important, or it's really, really entertaining.
Yep.
I promise.
Entertaining, I say.
Press girls, make sure none of them have on a lot of hairspray.
I love this guy. Yeah, because you light her up, her whole head's gonna light on fire. Oh boy. Hold on, I'm gonna reach out real quick. Yeah, Max, there's a lot of techniques to get better at your dream life as well as lucid dreaming. There's a lot of literature out there to help with that kind of stuff. Why I enjoy studying dreams is because once you learn the tricks, you can analyze them so much easier and figure out what's going on inside your own head. Because sometimes stuff shows up to you in dreams that you're unconsciously thinking about, but you're not consciously realizing that's going on in your head.
I saw you raking leaves. Was that a disguise?
Yes, well, I have many disguises. It helps me keep an eye on you kids wherever you go. Now, when I'm in disguise, I may pretend not to recognize you. Don't blow my cover, okay?
Say no more. Your secret identity is safe with me. What are you doing here at Whispering Rock?
This trading facility is built right...
Actually, there is, Erica.
The largest titanium deposit known to man. It runs under this whole valley and makes this a very critical area for the Psychonauts. So I'm here to look after it. And to make sure you little spoon benders don't kill each other.
There's been some experiments. I don't know if, I think they've done it on humans already, but I remember reading an article and watching a video of hooking probes up to a sleeping dog's head, and you could literally see, a very blurry vision of it, obviously, but kind of what they were dreaming. It was really weird. You can look it up. It's open source info, but they do have very remedial versions of that tech.
What's Titanium?
Titanium is a very rare psychoreactive mineral that crashed here on a meteorite hundreds of years ago. It responds to psychic waves, focuses them, amplifies them. It can make psychics more psychic.
Max, since you've already...
It can also make unstable people more unstable.
Exactly.
Not everyone can handle that much activity in that part of their brain. It can drive them completely out of their gourd. Gives this valley an interesting history.
Yep. So I'll get back to you, Max, one second. But yeah, basically what he's stating is that those who have the mental fortitude to deal with psychic abilities, they can be trained and used. But like the original inhabitants of this town, after it was settled about 100 years back, they all went insane because they can't mentally handle that kind of energy or electrical activity in that part of the brain. But yeah, Max, since you've already played this game, you'll No, once we get into Sasha's mind, there's a little fun thing about that, if you remember. And one interesting thing, this wasn't Dream State, but they had it for a cat, actually. When a cat looks, they had that same kind of brain interface thing going on, but when a cat looks at a human, they see that human with feline features. They basically superimpose what a cat looks like over our face, and that's how they view us. Same thing with us when we're looking at our pets. I'm sure anyone who is a big animal lover, they can sometimes, when they look at their pets, they see a semi-human face there, even though we know in our heads that's an animal face. But we kind of superimpose and anthropomorphize it on occasion, and animals do that to us as well. And you can look at the pictures; they're online.
So, what mission are you on down here?
Well, from here I can...
Yeah, that's kind of a scary thing, Max.
...signs of psychic terrorism, ripples in the...
Pretty sure a lot of us don't want to have our thoughts read.
The day, right? You've got a jet hidden here somewhere, I'll bet.
Well, you know, these days I'm really just more of a dispatcher. I spot the trouble and send out a younger agent, like Mia or Sasha. Or maybe you someday.
What does all this equipment do?
Well, up here, it's all intel. Down that hallway is the observation room. No tests going on in there right now. Maybe later. And beneath us, I have special machines for rebuilding side challenge markers and detangling mental cobwebs. You should go familiarize yourself with those. They'll come in pretty handy for you.
Alright, cool, and...
Sasha says I need to learn how to fight better.
You want to teach you advanced combat? On your first day?
Yeah. I had a vision with a huge monster with yellow eyes and a big mouth full of gnashing teeth.
Did it happen to spit anything at you?
Yeah. I think it was like an old diving helmet or something.
I see. Yes, well, we'd better get you armed.
Why? What's happening?
Nothing. Prepare your mind.
That's not convincing.
Of the Psychonauts. Here, this is a marksmanship learner's permit. It will only work when you're in Sasha's mind. Once you complete his shooting range, you'll get the real merit badge and you can Psy-blast anywhere you want.
Thanks. Psy-blast?
Oh, you'll find out. Now get going. We can't have the camp overrun with big-eyed garbage-spitting monsters, can we?
No, sir.
Yeah, honestly, it's a scary thought, the idea that technology is going that route.
I'd better go.
Where you can visualize the minds of other people.
Good luck, Razputin.
Thanks. I'll need it.
Don't worry. I'll be right here with you. Inside your head.
My head?
Yep. I want to keep my eye on you, son, so I'm going to
kind of like
psychic
the
stowaway inside your noggin. If you ever want to make me appear, you can do it with this special device.
Is that a piece of bacon?
Oh, yeah. I just love bacon. I smell that stuff and I can't help it. I drop everything and come running.
Okay. Do you have like a little baggie or something I could put this in?
You get a move on or I'll eat that right here.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, I love that. Yeah, pull out some bacon and I'll be right there in your mind for you. So, Ford Cruller, Agent Cruller here is basically going to be our Navi throughout the game. We can call upon him to get, like, enemy info and advice on where to go next. Whee! Okay. So down here, whoa.
Now, before you go,
never mind, he'll explain it.
Let me tell you how these babies work. Now, this beauty here is a mental cobweb detangler.
Ooh, I know what those are. Mental cobwebs are...
You see, when an area of your psyche is neglected for too long, mental cobwebs form. Now, up in the camp store, they sell a very special device known as a mental cobweb duster. You can take a projection of it into the mental world with you and use it to extract any cobwebs you find. The duster stores the cobweb's psychic energy on the real world side. So, you can take what you collect back here, hook it up to the loom, and weave that tangled mess into something useful. Like a card from a side challenge marker. Which brings us to this fella over here. You put 9 Psy cards in...
Yeah, he's kind of like got a monopoly on this thing right here. Oh, you want to use this device?
For a nominal fee.
For a nominal fee? Go buy my shit and you can use this.
Which will earn you a promotion to a higher rank. Rank up enough, you'll earn new psychic abilities. You got it?
Put my mental cobwebs in there, and my psi cards and cores in there.
Yep, basically. Have fun.
Yeah, honestly, Erica, if we were to look at the minds of any person off the street, I think we're all broken. There's a fun little comment I heard from someone. I think it was Robert Heinlein. I'm not positive, though. Don't quote me on that. But basically, I heard the assertion that the cruel irony of interpersonal communication and people in general is we all think, basically, we're all no good shits, and we're deathly afraid that anyone will find out that we're no good shits. But the problem is we don't realize that everyone else out there that we're afraid of are also no good shits. So, yeah. Exactly, nobody's normal. We all have our own mental baggage, just like this game suggests. Alright, I think there's one more area over here we can look into. Okay, so this is a little observation room. This will not come into play until much later in the game, but we'll get to that point later. Okay, so now that we got a learner's permit, we can technically do the next set of training with Sasha, but before we do that, let's backtrack and go get that turkey sandwich.
Where would you like me to take you, Agent Cruller?
Kids' cabin area.
Take me to the kids' cabins area.
With pleasure.
Let's go get that turkey sandwich. Oh god, I cannot do that voice right now. Oh god. Honestly, my gaming university voice is done usually at 5:30 in the morning, right when I wake up, because that's when I get that nice baritone sound. During the day, it's really hard to get down there again. And I know you guys on Discord were giving me crap for my regular voice versus my GU voice. See, how I look at normal is we tend to misinterpret normal for natural, and I look at them as two different things. Normal is defined as the average medium of a society. So whatever the, like if we take 100 people, whatever the middle ground is of that is considered normal. Now, if everybody's crazy, that means what's normal is to be crazy. And the sane person is insane. Which obviously, from a rational standpoint, that makes no sense. But that's what it means by normal. And natural, on the other hand, is something that occurs naturally in nature. So something could be classified as abnormal, but it's it's still a natural thing. Now, unnatural is where things get a little iffy, but I think people who are a little outside of the normal spectrum are more interesting, in my opinion.
Score yourself a cobweb duster before they're all sold out.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna go get the cobweb, not the cobweb duster, but the dowsing rod, so we can get some more arrowheads.
Cobweb duster. Now with that, now that dowsing rod will help you find arrowheads that are buried deep.
I'll take it.
Sold to the big-headed kid with the gloves. What else can I do you for?
That's it for now.
All right, go get more arrowheads and come on back. Support your local merchants.
Okay, let's see if there's any more conversations.
Hey, you guys are good. Thanks, man. Hey, do you have a lighter? Because if you lit it and held it up right now, that would be rad.
And completely insensitive to me and my issues.
Oh, right. Oh, never mind.
That's right, she has fire issues.
Fire bad thing for a moment.
Wait. Oh, wait. Stop.
Oh, man, is it me? Am I off again?
No. Foot cramp. Ow. Hold on.
That would suck. I've never heard any of my drummers talk about foot cramps, but I imagine it'd be a problem for them, considering how much repetitive motion they use. If any of you don't know, I was in music for most of my teenage and early and preteen years, And I played in a lot of different groups, whether it be school-related, outside of school, college. And I've never heard a drummer complain about that. Even though it probably should more frequently. Okay. Let's go ahead and test out that dowsing rod real quick. So basically how this works is we just run around.
Not picking up anything. Must not be any deep arrowheads nearby.
We just have to try to find a spot. It's the controller is going to start vibrating. Where is it? This is always really hard to do. Nope. And you have to really rapidly press triangle. Oh, there we go. There we go. So you can get large amounts of them here. And I'll probably do that off screen and grind up to get some stuff. Because that is not very enthralling content to watch. Yeah, Max, it's a pain to do. Alright, let's head back.
Where would you like me to take you, Agent?
I think I'm going to try to finish up Sasha's mental world, and then we'll end the stream there. Let's go back to, where is Agent 9's lab?
Agent 9's lab, please.
With pleasure.
Because we still have another segment. I think that's the next thing we do. Because I do need to grab some food and start working on the next Alan Wake video. Which I'm not looking forward to because there's a lot of work to be done, but I think you guys it'll be worth it once I'm done next week.
Okay, I got it. Check it out.
Excellent. Well, my ass is covered. Are you sure you are...
My ass is covered.
Could be dangerous.
Yes. Let's go.
Are you gonna pull me into your mind like the coach did?
No offense, but it's time you saw what an organized mind looks like.
Alright, you guys ready for your psychoanalysis to get started? Here we go.
Welcome to my mind.
Huh. It's so empty. I mean...
There's more here than meets the eye, but I've learned to keep it under strict control, and that's what I'm going to teach you. Control your feelings, your fears, your anger. You must learn to control them, focus them, concentrate them, and release them.
As therapy?
No, as firepower. Say something hideous and horrible jumps out at you. Something so disgusting that it simply must die. So tacky, I can't look...
Tacky lamps.
At it, but I control those feelings. Focus them, concentrate, and release. And the world is a better place. Your turn.
For some reason, Sasha does not like tacky lamps. Alright, so now we have the ability to do ranged attacks.
Well done, Raz. Well done, Raz. Keep shooting. Excellent. A victory for good taste. Now you must strive for precision when targeting. Say you were set upon by multiple attackers. But you need to dispense with them in a certain order. Eliminate these monsters in the proper sequence, and we can move on to the next lesson.
Okay, let's see if I can remember how to target things. There we go.
Good. Again. Good. Again. Now then.
There we go.
No.
Is this what you saw in your vision?
Well, it sure seemed a lot bigger in my head.
Ah, problems often seem larger in our heads than they really are. That's an important lesson to learn.
That actually is.
This is a sensor. an integral part of any sane person's mind. The sensors roam through your psyche, looking for thoughts that don't belong. Hallucinations, manias, waking dreams. The sensors hunt them down and censor them out.
Why do they come after me? I'm not a mania.
Yes, but you are a foreign entity in my mind. You technically don't belong here.
Yes, but I was attacked.
This is the same thing as an Inception.
Yes, well, the brain tumbler could be malfunctioning, or you could be insane. We'll test for that later. Blast it.
Or he could be insane. No one knows. Yeah, but this is actually an interesting concept they go into further, but the whole point of Sasha being able to shoot things is you take your pent-up aggression, irritation, and those types of emotions, and you release them in a concentrated blast, and that's how this ability works. Which, from a mental health standpoint, is actually interesting, because you're venting out certain parts of stress in a controlled environment. Alright, I'm gonna read through this cranberry real quick. Interesting. This is a dream you had? When it comes to dream analysis, my personal opinion is that the only person that can definitively analyze your dreams is yourself.
It was just a thought I was having, and it's not dead. It has just returned to its basic form, raw psychic energy. Go absorb it. It's good for your mental health.
So this is our health boost. And the reason why is because our dreams are generally imbued with symbols that are unique to us. So a symbol that is unique to me may not, the same symbol may not mean the same thing to you. So I may interpret your dream through my symbols, which isn't effective because they're your symbols that you're interpreting.
But as you Psyblast, you expend your will to do damage. So be on the lookout for these small, dense clusters of raw psychic aggression. Absorb these as well to make sure you always have enough firepower. Now I'll leave the machine on for you, so you can practice. You have to blast 1,000 sensors to earn your marksmanship merit badge. Come back every day for practice, and you should have enough in as little as 3 weeks.
3 weeks? I only have a few days to earn all my merit badges and become a Psychonaut.
Slow and steady wins the race, my eager young friend. Now practice, slowly and carefully.
Oh, man.
Sometimes we're more emotionally attached to our dogs than we are to most of the people out there. Oh god! Sorry, I should not be talking right now. It's a sad thing. I mean, like, I remember in American Nightmare, Alan has a manuscript page that talks about that in general. That sometimes fictional characters that we read in a book seem more real and alive to us than the people we pass in the street, because we don't have an emotional attachment to those people. But we have a bigger emotional attachment to fictional characters.
I wonder if I can speed it up somehow.
Okay, let's just pop this up. Oh god! So this is basically just a little training section so we can get used to
Still not fast enough.
shooting stuff. So let's just keep pumping it up in difficulty. Oh god, get off me! Haha!
Still not fast enough.
So you notice... actually, I don't know. I'm not going to bring attention to this because it's kind of foreshadowing something later on in the story. But it has to do with the sensors here and their role inside the psyche. Crank what up? Is there a sound issue? Well, if that's the case, what does a dog represent to you, symbolically?
Raz, what have you done? This is not control. This is chaos. I'll try to fix it. You stay here and keep the numbers under control.
Alright, so here we are, the first section of Sasha's mind. Good boy. Oh, the difficulty, gotcha. Alright, so, as we saw in the first section of Sasha's mind, his entire mental world is a giant cube. Just like his facial features and the glasses he wears is perfectly angular, precise, controlled, and nothing exists outside the cube. He tries to keep everything in control, but when things go out of control, they start to explode out of it, as we see here.
Razputin, see those valves? That is where the sensors are leaking out.
And that's entirely possible, Cranberry.
Blast the valves to shut them down and get this area under control.
Okay, so we have a little bit of mental cobwebs here. So his figments right here, we have what looks like a small vehicle or baby carriage or something like that. That is a block as used by babies for toys. This is a little top baby bottle. Another one of these. So if you guys are seeing the theme here, again, we got some more toy blocks, a teddy bear. And if you guys, whoa, get away from me, sensors. Oh god. And if you guys look at where we're located at right now, we're sitting on top of a bed that has the bars like that, like a crib. And all around us are these toy blocks. Oh god. This is why I don't stop looking at the screen. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the guys who gave you that antidote were like, dude, really? Okay. So let's go ahead and grab a couple of these things. I'll grab the vault in a second. I'm just looking for figments right now. Yeah, Sasha definitely is still trapped inside of his childhood in one form or another. I'm gonna try my best not to give any of the answers, really, or my thoughts. I want to hear your guys' thoughts first. Right here is a mother with a baby carriage. Alright, let's go ahead and check out his first vault. Remember, this is memories he tries to keep hidden. He keeps locked away. Sasha's first loss. So here's him, and he's just being born. He's looking up at his mother holding a baby rattle. Singing to him, all the good stuff. That's his dad in the background. And here he's sitting inside of his cradle watching his mother on her deathbed and his father crying over her body. And she died when he was an infant. And even growing up as a toddler, his father spent more time focusing on his loss of his wife rather than focusing on his child. I'm intending to do both, Cranberry. What I want to do for this game is make one video for each of the mental worlds, basically breaking it down like we're doing right now, but with more visual representations and better edited than me just rambling randomly. Hey, Wrist, what's going on, man? So, just in case you guys remembered, this is a little detail here that they don't explain, but you can pick it apart. You remember when we first got into Sasha's world and he makes us practice on the tacky lamps, shooting them? If you look on the left-hand side of this image, when he's looking at his mother dying, we have a tacky lamp right there next to the clock. So what this is he unconsciously associates tacky lamps with the death of his mother. And that's why he wants to keep destroying them, because it he has a issue with them because, for obvious reasons, it reminds him of his mother's death. I don't think he consciously knows this, but that's the case. Have you played this before, Wrist? We're doing Psychonauts right now. Let's go ahead, before we shut that off, let's go ahead and grab the tag over here. Yeah, like Max said when he came in, the backstory for all the teachers here are really messed up. And that figment right there was him standing next to his father with a frowny face. Little clown. Yep. Whoa, shoot. Let me get back up there. It is a lot of fun. I'm going to be uploading this after the fact. As soon as we're done here, I'm going to go through and edit everything and upload it to the channel. I'm going to try to do this every so often. Maybe not every weekend, but just enough that we can get through games like this. But so you can catch the first 2.5 hours of the stream. Basically, how this game is structured is we're a kid who grew up in a traveling circus. He escaped or ran away from there. Oh God, get away from me! And went to a psychic summer camp for kids with psychic abilities. And each of the levels we have in this game is literally the mental mindscape of a different individual. Kind of like in the Alan Wake video on his nightmare, how we analyzed it and all the symbols in it. That's what we're doing here as we go through it. Let's go ahead and shut down that opening. You absolutely do, Ilias. The mind, again, the unconscious mind does not forget anything. Anything you have ever felt, seen in your life is going to show up in your unconscious in one form or another. We're only capable of being conscious of a very small portion of the stuff inside of our heads. So small things like that end up getting associated through... It's called the law of associative memory. I think I spoke about it briefly in... I don't remember which video, I'll be honest. But the idea is small things like that get associated with emotions and stuff like that. So him seeing a tacky lamp, he associates with the feeling of grief and loss.
Got them all.
That's an interesting observation, Max, in terms of the music choice here. It goes along with how Sasha's mind works. There's a lot of issues beneath the surface, but he tries to keep them rigid, in control, and focused. But as you can see, as we plug up one hole, a new thing pops up to make his mind more chaotic. So you have the sense of rigidity, but then the sense of dissonance as well.
You close one leak down, and another springs up. Well, come on. We've got to take care of these, too.
Okay. So again, more children's toys. Oh God! Get away from me. Okay. But talking about a collectathon OCD. Jesus Christ. The biggest issue, honestly, is the figments. Because a lot of these, the opacity is turned so far down on the textures, it's really hard to see them. And there are some levels where, oh God, it's going to be a pain to try to find. In some cases later, I actually had to use a guide to locate which ones I missed. And luckily this game, let me just take a side note real quick. The game really helps out if you're trying to find something. Where is this? There is something here. There we go, figments. So basically it'll show you here which ones you've collected and how much they're worth in terms of ranking yourself up. So you can isolate which ones you have and which ones you missed. Let's keep an eye on the sensors for this. I don't think they are, but I'm curious if they look slightly different between each mine we go into. I don't think they are, but something to keep an eye on. And risks, what these are is everyone has emotional baggage, so we're trying to sort out the sad baggage. Oh god! Jerk! Okay, I need to pay attention. I'm getting my ass kicked right now. I need some health. Yeah, let's just keep going here. Okay, let's close this real fast so we don't have to deal with it anymore. Oh, God. Wow, okay. We are almost dead. I think we're gonna have to grind these guys a little bit real quick so we can get some health. And we're gonna have to pick up... Oh, there it is. Come back! Come back, Mr. Health. There we go. I don't want arrowheads. Oh yeah, and if you guys don't remember the where they talked about this, the arrowheads were actually made out of the Titanium meteorite that collapsed here 500 years back. So the indigenous tribes created the arrowheads out of that material, which is psychically active. There we go. We got some health. Whoa. Jerk! Get your shit over here. Let's just get full health. We might as well. You little shithead. Okay. Okay, we're good. Let's go ahead and continue on with the level. Now, I will be coming back to these levels after the fact to do collectibles, but I don't know if you guys want me to do that on stream or just do it separately. Because there's not going to be any really lore to revisit. Alright, hold on guys, real quick. I'm gonna go turn the air conditioner on because it's getting a little hot in here. 1 second. you doing there, Bats? You gonna come join me? Come on, dude. Just got back there. Hey, Donner. Perfect timing. I just got back. All right. How's everything going today? All right, here we go. Is this your first time? Oh God, there's a bomb. I do not like these enemies. Oh God, let's just keep running away. Because these will explode all over us. So this portion of Sasha's mind right here, if you can see from the figments as well as the level design, there's a bunch of shoe boxes and some measuring tape. The figments even show a hammer that's used by shoemakers. Oh God! Okay, that was painful. I think that's like a cockroach or something. Oh God, there's something shooting at us. I'm just gonna keep dodging for the time being. Oh, jeez. Okay, we are nearly dead. Get out of here. Give me health. Where's the health? Where's the health? And I can't find the health. Shoot! Run! Crap! And we're dead. So our mental health is going to be our lives, basically. So we have 4 more lives. Oh, jeez. Stay off of us. I don't know how you're supposed to get arrowheads here in a mental world, but whatever. Let's just go with it. Okay, shut that off. I don't want to deal with enemies anymore. Oh, jeez, wow. Okay, back up. Oh, we leveled up. Astral projection layer restored. So those little goggle things give us more health. Ow. Shoot, we're almost dead again. Give me health, give me the health, give me the health. I just want these figments. I think we just stole some invisibility. Not invisibility. Invincibility frames by doing that. I think they're not this distorted. I think they're called... Maybe they are distorted. I don't remember. The ones that explode in your face. I know what you're talking about, Wrist. Now, I know there's one more... Hold on, let me check something, because I know there's one more vault that we have not found yet. I think it was supposed to be on one of these random squares. Yeah, Sasha definitely... Freud would be the right person to analyze him. Usually I'm a Carl Jung guy, but there's a lot of Freudian stuff in his psyche. Oh my god, that's a lot of health. Give me all the health. Oh, there we go. I'm trying to remember where his last vault is. Because his last vault really digs a little bit deeper into him as well. Okay, so we got some cobwebs there. A lot of his figments right here are like of the working man and stuff like that. Symbols that represent this. Traveling salesmen and other crap like that. Out of here. Oh god, run away! Okay, we got the suitcase tag. Stay away from me! We got some cogs. Oh my god, stay away from me. Okay, we got one more, some more emotional baggage. That's exactly right. Max, is he's probably growing up, he did not have a lot of control with his psyche, so he kind of overcompensated with trying to get it rigidly under control. Again, that's why I bring up earlier the his glasses that are perfect squares in his face, which is perfectly angular.
That's it.
All rigid structures.
All of Sasha's sensor outlets. I can't wait to tell him.
Young man, I hope you have learned a lesson here today.
Yes, I have. That shooting things is fun and useful.
No.
Yes.
Once you lose control of your own mind, it's very hard to get it back.
Yes, one's thoughts must be 100% controlled at all times.
Well, no. Actually, if you try to completely suppress your undesirable feelings, they'll build and eventually explode.
Oh.
True.
So, what would happen if you were to, say, completely block off all your sensor outlets?
Well, there would be a buildup of sensor energy within that would,
Yeah, like we just did.
Run, Razputin. Very fast.
Run very fast. Yep. I think we actually missed the second mental roll for him. And oh my dear god, that is...
My own creation. I command you to stop! Razputin, it's time to earn your merit badge.
Damn straight, let's do this. Okay, when your mental focus is locked, yeah. Alright, so this giant-ass sensor, basically how this bot, other than getting stamped like that.
Enough horseplay, Razputin. Destroy him.
That's not how you do this fight. Shit.
The small sensors are feeding into his strength. You must stop them.
Alright, long story short, no matter how much damage we deal to him, he'll continuously heal himself because the smaller sensors... Shit.
Razputin!
Come on, hit it. Oh gosh, okay, out of there. So we have to continuously destroy these little things, otherwise they will continuously pop out new sensors and heal him. So step one is breaking all the siphons. Get away from me!
Peel me off and put me down!
We are almost dead.
Destroy the valves that are emitting the small sensors, Razputin.
I know, but I can't run fast enough.
Those little sensors are re-energizing the big ones somehow.
So I think the trick here is to run counterclockwise or clockwise around him, because he always attacks on that side. Come on, grab the health. Because he always attacks on the left side, so if we run clockwise around him, he'll keep missing. Okay, so that's 4 of them. Where's the last one? At least that doesn't deal any damage. Where is it? I can't find it.
Peel me off and put me down!
Yes, peel him off! Come on, where is it? I can't find it. Seriously, what side of this cube is the last one? There we go.
Razputin! Ow!
Come on, give me that health. I can't get a good angle on it without taking damage. Come on, kite you over here, and then run around. Let's go.
I.
Got it. All right. Oh, geez, don't throw shit at me. Run. Don't hit that. Woo. Come on, give me the health. I'm literally almost dead. Shoot. Run. Depth perception is failing me. Ow. Can't get a good angle on him. Stay away! There we go.
Peel me off and put me down!
Okay, I got a couple hits on. These guys are just freaking everywhere. Drop health! There we go. There's so many of these guys.
Enough!
We're getting close.
Excellent. You've shut down the valve so he cannot be rejuvenated. Now destroy him.
I'm trying! Try not to get greedy on my attacks, though. Get some health. Shoot. This guy just moves so darn fast is the problem. Fire! Ugh, run. There we go. Was this accent breaking a lot during that segment?
Is this where I get a speech and learn another lesson?
No. Here's your merit badge. Let us never speak of this again.
What is that doing on his head? I love that. Yeah, well, let's not talk about this ever again. Boom! Merit badge for Psyblast, I believe. There we go. There we go.
More things.
Okay, enough about my mind. Let's stay out of my mind for a while. Let's just go back into yours, huh? Step up to the brain tumbler when you're ready.
Gotta love how low resolution his shirt is. Alright guys, I think we're gonna leave that off here, because the next section is gonna get back into Raz's mind, and it's gonna continue the next section of the story. The second, because we cannot replay levels until after we get full access to the collective unconscious. So we will, I don't remember when in the game we get that. Basically, we can come back here to the brain tumbler and go inside that collective unconscious state and revisit levels as we wish. When we can do that, we'll go back into Sasha's mind and find the missing vault. Because unfortunately we skipped that one, and it kind of gave context to the second section of his mind where we were looking at like shoemaking and boxes and stuff like that. Yeah, Raz had to get good. Alrighty guys, so I don't know when we're going to do this next. Just let me know if you want me to try to do this more consistently. And we'll go from there. As I said, I'm going to try to upload this video probably tomorrow sometime and just treat this like this week's video. And I'll continue working on the next Alan Wake video, and that'll be out next weekend. If I finish it earlier in the week, I may just release it then, but I honestly don't think that's going to happen. There's a lot going into this one, and I've been talking to you guys about it in Discord a little bit. Any questions? What do you guys think of the game so far? How is it holding up for being a 15-year-old game? In terms of the duration, what are we? We've done 2 mines. We still have 6. I think we have 7 more levels of mines to go through for this story. This game is kind of broken up into two kind of 3 acts, and we're still, honestly, I'd have to break it down. I think we're still in the first act right now, just to give you an idea of how the story unfolds. Yeah, Bat, the story, like, despite the game being old, it's a little clunky, janky, it's not the most beautiful to look at, the story is actually really incredible. And the amount of detail that went into creating their worlds constructed around their psychology, freaking top-notch. That's the main reason why I love this game. The humor is really good, all the dialogue is amazing. You could literally just stand around and talk to the campers for like an hour and just get their backstories, which I'm going to try my best to get as much of their story as possible. But there is so much of it, I don't want to stand around for literally hours talking to kids with no game progression going on. Exactly, Cranberry. This game is incredibly deep in the story aspect of it. It's in probably one of my top 5 or top 10 games, period, just for that part of it. The platforming's pretty good. Controls aren't as bad as they look. Sometimes they look kind of janky, but it's remarkably intuitive and easy to navigate around, especially when we get through the next world and the ability we learn. It makes the platforming so much easier. So much easier. Alright guys, well I'm going to be ending that off right now. I'll see you all around, and if you want to see more of this, just let me know. But yes, I do intend to do a video lecture in the format of my Alan Wake and God of War videos for each of these worlds. But that'll be somewhere down the line, probably after we finish this entire game. And we'll go from there. So I'll see you guys around. Later.